to Roshar and to Kolinar specifically. So last time you guys did some shopping, you got your house, and in the
It's
meantime,
all
you
nice and
guys,
fixed up.
yeah, it's nice and fixed up. It's ready for business. Um, I know you guys haven't entirely picked a name yet, and we'll take your time. It's not urgent, but for now, a week has passed since
That should be our name.
you
It's not urgent.
got your house. It is no. I'll veto that.
Better than our last name.
True.
um, you. It's been a week. So a week in this world is 5 days. So 5 days have passed since you last talked to Hoyd, and he promised that he would be back to see you. On the morning of the 6th day, a knocking comes at the door.
All
right.
I guess I'll
answer it.
I guess I'll go open the door, see what's up.
So Heskin actually answers the door first.
Okay.
So behind the door, there's this woman with black long hair, a gloved hand, a nice but practical blue dress, and light blue eyes, and she says, "Hello, my name is Delana. May I come in?"
Gotta get my notepad ready.
Hello, my name is Heskin. How can I help you?
I am looking for Hoyd. I believe that he bought this house recently and set it up for you lot. And I hear that he's coming back.
He is not here yet.
May I wait inside? I have some work for you.
As this is going on, those who are inside the house can hear sounds of training from upstairs as Leo is doing his morning ritual, that sort of stuff.
All right, sounds good. She walks in. She looks around a little bit, and she heads straight for the conference table. And she says, "You should probably gather your friends." And I'm just going to grab some water because I forgot.
Mendasius is definitely still asleep.
Of course he is.
It's before noon, of course he is.
Yep. Oh boy.
This is how it's going.
Good start. This is gonna be good.
Does that count as an attack?
No.
I mean, she's just throwing water at you.
You're incapacitated anyway because you're asleep.
Yeah, you're unconscious technically, so there's
It
water
counts.
just gets flicked at you and you wake up.
It
Is
counts as
that
an
a con
attack if I
save
do it.
to resist waking up?
Make it a disadvantage. The Constitution saving throw.
Awesome.
You fail.
Good start.
You are awakened.
Great. Well,
You can just pretend to be asleep.
Wake up, we have a visitor.
tell them to come back later. I'm gonna attempt to go back to sleep.
Get your lazy butt up.
Okay, so she tries to grab you and pull you out again. Eskin, make a strength check. And Benny, you can make one as well to see if you can resist.
2 magic users in a grappling brawl. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this is my best stat.
-2.
Strength? Ooh.
I say sarcastically.
Yes, sarcasm is always good.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just a normal check, but even with just the normal check, you're successfully dragged out of bed.
Hearing the commotion coming on, I'm gonna step out of my room and see what's happening.
Same.
As this happens, the front door slams open loudly, and Hoyt is, "Everyone to the meeting room! I have quite some excellent news." And he strides into the meeting place. Room.
I grab my top wrappings and head out down to the meeting room.
All right.
I grab my bow and my my small swords, and I go down as well.
Okay.
I'm going to dramatically crawl across the floor down the stairs to the meeting table.
The snake hisses at you. The Heskin snake hisses at you, but Heskin leaves you and goes down as well. One by one, I'm assuming Thoth, being AFK, is also going to come, so I'm going to drag them along. Sui. Okay.
I'm not AFK. He's just quiet.
It's cool. That's fair. No worries. You all make your way to your meeting room. Oh, there's a better word for that, but it's not coming to
Conference room.
Conference room. There it is. Thank you. Your conference room.
Pretty sure you said it was a hall. Conference hall.
Welcome back,
Maybe
Connor.
not a hall. A room is probably more reasonable than a hall. You gather all in. For some of you, there's this unknown woman sitting at the table, and Hoyt is already whispering something at her, and she's nodding along with what he's saying. And he then looks up at all of you as you take your seats, and he's like, "All right, people, I have some work for you, and it's going to be quite dangerous. And he hesitates for a moment. There's a creature that it's a spren. It's been haunting this world for well over 3,500 years. I think close to 8,000 years or more. It is called the Midnight Mother. And I believe that she is close to the city, or relatively close to the city. Do you remember the ruins that I sent you to?
Leo nods.
Nods.
Well, I found more. These have the corruption of the Midnight Mother about them, and I need it cleared out. Now, I don't necessarily expect you lot to be able to, how to put this, defeat the Midnight Mother. However, her minions should be within your talents. I will warn you, though, this will be dangerous, and this is why. And he puts his hand on the shoulder of the woman next to him. I'm sending Delana with you. She's quite capable, and she will be of a lot of assistance to you lot. She's quite powerful.
Can I get a look
So-
at her to see what she has with her? Like weapons, that
Sure.
sort of stuff?
Make an investigation check.
Good
So
start.
yeah, so she doesn't seem to have any weapons on her, at least not at the moment. She basically has traveling clothes on, but she doesn't have a pack. So you can kind of get that if she has something, she doesn't have it with her at this precise moment.
Is she wearing any physical armor?
No, she's wearing robes.
Gotcha.
I was
Yeah.
wanting to know if I can tell if she's a trustworthy person or not. Perception,
Make an insight check.
insight.
Yeah,
My
insight.
bad.
It's fine. Yeah. So she looks. She's a bit hard to read, but you feel like you could probably trust her. Also, just in general, the fact that she comes recommended by Hoyd is generally a good sign.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
She nods at all of you and she says,
No
"I
turtles
look
to
forward to
punter.
working with you. I will be bringing some of my things. I have a cart for us ready to go whenever you are ready."
Do I recognize what robe she's wearing?
Make make an history check, I guess. Um,
Oh Lord.
no, they seem a bit generic. You're not entirely sure what actually they could be if they're of any specific thing. It's hard to tell. It looks more utilitarian than necessarily ceremonial.
I was more wondering, like, what kind of part of the world she's from the colors and the general getup. Over
So
clothing.
from just her physical appearance, you can tell that she's from this part of the world.
From color.
From
Or,
from Alfgar at the very least.
From Asgard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you mentioned she has she has
black
the
hair.
right hand covered as well.
Yeah, she has the right hand covered, and she she has tan skin, black hair, and the safe hand covered.
Also blue eyes, which is important.
Light blue eyes, yeah, which indicates high birth in this kingdom. So I will meet you at the eastern gates as soon as you are ready. And I just realized that I forgot to have one thing ready for you guys. But I'll have it ready in a second.
Leo will reply, "We will see you there probably within the next hour or so. Give us enough time to gather our supplies, and we will be on our way."
She nods, she stands up, and she leaves. I will post. Actually, I'm going to make an important channel in Discord
Ooh.
for things like maps. So this is a more detailed map of Alethkar.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hoyd then looks at her leave, and he says, "Oh, all right. Do try to be careful. I cannot stress the importance of taking it easy and taking it slow on this. It might be lethal. And he
You've
looks.
put us in dangers before, so why should we do it now? Why should we worry? Like you care.
This, my friends, is probably the most amount of dangers you'll ever have been in. But I trust you all. He looks at each and one of you, one by one. You all have the strength to do this. But trust in each other and work together. And then his normal jokishness and flippancy comes back, and he smiles, and he's, anyways, my friends, now I must be off. I'll see you when you get back, and after that I'll have to communicate long distance, because I'll have to leave the city for quite a while. And he gets up.
Where are you heading, Yali?
The Shattered Plains, my friend. I am going to be working for the king. And he's gone.
Leo gives him a polite head bow as he leaves.
All right.
All right, gather your things and let's get going. And Leo goes upstairs to gather his weapons and the rest of his pack.
Sui is ready to go. They were awaiting the moment for that Hoyd showed back up. So everything, they have already everything packed that they need.
All right. Sweet.
So they just wait downstairs
All right.
at the door for everybody else.
Is there anything anyone wants to do in particular before you guys leave?
Mendasius has to pack.
That's fair.
He has not cared at all to get ready for this, even though he's known it was coming.
All right. As you do, you feel this little surge of energy when you say your prayer, and you feel a little bit not stronger, but just a bounce in your step that wasn't there before.
Leo comes downstairs at this point and is waiting for the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You got a god thumbs up. It fills you with determination.
All right. So, you having gotten ready and waited for Mendasius, who has taken his sweet time packing, you now make your way to the eastern gate as indicated by Delana, and you see her sitting in a cart that's being, well, not pulled currently, but has a giant shawl, and a shawl is a giant sort of crab that pull wagons in this world.
Chull, I'm assuming.
Chull, yep.
Okay.
Similar to stuff that Leo would have eaten in the past, or is this more like a out of the question?
Bigger than this one is bigger. Although this is something along those lines, yes.
Gotcha.
It's like
I posted an image in important.
So,
Exactly.
So he's seen stuff like this before.
All of you have. These are very common.
Okay.
it's like a beast of burden, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
It's a bit slower than a horse, but it's strong and basically never tires. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they're docile, very docile. All right. She this time when you see Delana, she has a staff, and at the top of the staff there's a black stone that has one yellow streak that goes down the middle, and it almost looks like an eye that always seems to be looking at you, regardless of which angle you're standing at. There's something uncanny about it.
I want to insight her with the staff and everything now that I see her fully prepared.
Sure. Roll insight. All right.
I want to know everything.
So this seems to be maybe a weapon to you. She has a different air about her now, more confident than before. Not that she wasn't before. It's just like she feels like she has something that was missing from her before, a missing piece almost. She looks dangerous, but not necessarily to you, just dangerous.
And I'm assuming it's very apparent at this point that she's a magic user. To me, anyway.
Maybe. You're not entirely sure. There's something mystical about it, about what you're seeing, but it's not necessarily a magical staff.
Gotcha.
So the staff itself is very standard wood. It's just the eye or the stone. It is very clearly stone at the top. That is special.
Can I try and tell whether or not the stone at the top is magical? Just by a glance.
You could try to figure that if you rolled an Arcana check. It wouldn't tell you. You could probably maybe tell the origin of this with an Arcana check, but
okay.
It does not look like a dragon eye, no. So you're not entirely sure what creature or thing would have an eye like this, Sui, or what really the stone is. It's a little bit beyond you. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. But maybe a little bit of something is coming to you, but you can't exactly. Maybe if you think on it for a while, something might come back. All right. And she's all right. I'll be driving the cart. Now, this is a journey that will take a couple of days. We are going, and if you look at the map, we're going to the Unclaimed Hills, straight east. Close to Shulin, but not quite. There, Master Hoyd has found ruins that may contain part of the Midnight Mother. And our job, as he stated, is to clear her out as best we can. I hope you're all ready.
Leo nods and climbs into the cart.
All right.
Might help me be ready if I knew a little more about this Midnight Mother. As Mendacia says this, he gets in the cart.
All right. And Delana says, I'll tell you all as much as I can during the trip. As I said, this will take a couple of days. So
right back at you, Snake.
So I'm guessing you're all you're all getting into this cart now,
Yes.
right? All right.
Is it
So
solid snake?
no,
No, it's liquid snake.
God, not liquid snake.
Solidus. Anyways, you set off on the road, and this this is the first day in quite a while where it's not raining. You have a clear sky. The weather is nice. Feels like spring. There's a nice breeze, not too strong, but every so often, the breeze will blow maybe a bit harder at times, and the plains, the grass retracts its tendrils when the breeze is a little bit too strong, and then comes back. And on the road, Delana starts telling you guys about the Midnight Mother. The Midnight Mother is a spren is almost, you could say, the daughter of the void. She is fascinated with living creatures. She tries to emulate them. She tries to recreate their actions. She doesn't understand us. And her goals is to try to become us. But she does it in twisted ways. Towns that are haunted by her, she'll recreate atrocious crimes that she sees people do. Tries to replicate it exactly. I saw a man once get stabbed through an eye, and a couple of days later, the Midnight Mother stabbed another person in the exact same way. The two people even looked alike. She is an atrocity, and she is of the void. And we should all fear the void.
She has a warped understanding of what humanity is. And while
She has no understanding of what humanity is, and that makes her all the more dangerous.
Leo nods at the correction.
Bambi, make a history check. No worries. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Wow.
my lord.
No, this is great. This is great. You are way too distracted to have paid any attention to anything that has been said. You're literally trying to just put rocks in Leo's bag while the story's being told.
17 passive perception, by the way, so no, it doesn't happen.
Oh no, it happens. You're just enthralled by the story.
God damn it. Okay.
Absolutely happens.
I'll add that to my list.
Mm-hmm. Small pebbles.
Is she putting them into the haversack or my personal pack?
Your personal pack.
Gotcha.
Yep. These aren't any significant weight, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm just listing it.
Yeah. It might be something that you discover at some point. You'll just be like, "How did this get in here?"
Maybe useful.
Yeah, make a history check. Oh, right. So, no, actually, you don't. There is one thing that actually hits all of you when she mentions the void. And that is a legend that is almost told just as a children's tale to scare kids. And that is void bringers. They're supposed to be monsters of the past, defeated over 3,500 years ago. And many people doubt their existence at all. But other than that, none of you have heard of anything like the Night Mother. You guys have any questions for Delana, or you guys want to just move on to the traveling?
Leo's going to move forward just with the traveling.
All right.
We are, I say to her, we are going to this ruins, you say. What is there apart from ruins?
Not much. It's in the middle of nowhere. They're ruins of. It's an abandoned fortress of the lost Radiance. The Knights Radiant once had many fortresses hidden among the lands of Roshar. We, Master Hoyd and I, found this one recently, but we sensed the corruption of the Midnight Mother and dared not enter, at least not alone.
And the minions of the Midnight Mother, are they also what's the word? I forgot the word for spren. That's the word.
Yeah, spren.
Are they also spren? Or are they living creatures?
It's hard to tell what they are exactly. What I think the best way to describe them are as essence of the Midnight Mother. We called them Midnight Essence. They are vile and disgusting creatures, and pray that we do not have to fight any.
I nod. If we are to work together, then I had a couple of questions for you. What is your specialization? What can you do in battle if we need your help?
Leo is listening back in at this point.
That's she takes her staff and she points it and snaps her finger, and arcane energy just blasts out of the staff. This almost greenish flame just jets out and hits a rock a little bit further away and shatters parts of the rock. That is what I can do.
I see.
Place the staff back.
Another practitioner of the arcane.
Yes. I am known among the practitioners as a warlock. Although I'm not fond of the name. But here we are.
What do I know about warlock?
Make an Arcana check. So they are, to you, they're mystical in nature. They're very, you've only heard them in legend, really. You've never met one that you know of. And same for you, Heskin. These are almost how we would treat witches for us. They're
weirdos.
A legend, and probably fake, but you just saw something that definitely isn't fake and doesn't really resemble any magic that you've seen before. So, put some. Maybe these people are real, actually.
Placed.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
But yeah. You see have actually met a warlock before, a single one, a very, very old woman. But even then, you've barely had an interaction with her, and it wasn't enough to glean enough knowledge from warlocks in general to understand exactly how they function.
Fair enough.
Yep. Like I said, warlocks are very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My studies. And she hesitates for a moment. Have yes, I've heard of you from Hoyd. I believe your magic carries a lot of healing energy as well as destructive. I look forward to seeing your skills in action. Indeed. She started thinking a bit. I should probably tell you a little bit about myself, shouldn't I, so that we could foster some trust. I have been studying the Midnight Mother and the Void for quite a while. And I must be honest with you. It is the source of my powers. And that is why I understand truly how dangerous it is. Trust me when I say that we are not safe where we're going. The Midnight Mother tolerates me. And for as long as I am not completely in the path of the void, my powers remain. But I walk a fine line. And today might be one of the times I break it.
If your powers are granted to you from this Midnight Mother, how far can we trust you?
Well, since my powers were granted to me, I have only ever slept once. And when I did, my hometown, was wiped from the map in its entirety. The Midnight Mother took control and destroyed every single living creature. There's nothing left. No buildings, no people. And since then, I have not slept. So for as long as I do not sleep, you are safe.
Note to self, do not let fall unconscious.
Or do and then run.
It's a good thing I don't know the sleep spell.
Actually, you cannot put her to sleep either. It's a
warlock trait,
It's
I'm
an
pretty
eldritch
sure.
invocation.
Yeah.
Yep. It's quite good.
It's really good.
I love it. I'll be driving us through the night, since, as you know, I do not need to sleep.
By the way, is she human?
Yeah, she's human.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at the very least, she looks human.
Mm-hmm.
No pointed ears, just looks human. So I'll be driving us through the night. Do not worry. I'll keep watch as well. We should. Since we are not too far from the city, and even the travel between the two cities should not be too dangerous. We should have a safe journey for the most part. When we get there, however, you'll see what I mean when we'll be in trouble. So get your rest, be sure that you are energized, and yes, be ready. So the journey starts peaceful. It is not very fast, but it goes along steady. You pass your first night with no issues. You get into the second day of traveling, and again, no issues. Second night, no issues, and just up until you arrive to the unclaimed hills. And calling them hills is not quite accurate. And you're wondering why they are called hills, because these are mountains, if you've ever seen them. They are the tallest mountains you've ever seen.
Even me?
You probably understand why they're unclaimed, because living on these is probably not possible. They are barren, arid, and just in general look unlivable. You don't think crops could really live here. And from the little that you know about this region, you probably can assume that its general the thing that it makes is probably just mining and metals, because there is nothing else. This is barren. Delana drives the cart towards the mountain, and at the close of the fourth day, you get to an opening into the mountain. She says, "We should probably rest here tonight and go in fresh in the morning. I do not know how big this place is, but we should be ready all the same." And she starts to get a fire ready.
I will help her with that.
All right. Sounds good. So despite having traveled, she has not slept a second of this travel, and she looks fine. She looks exactly the same as she did before. No worse for wear. Same amount of energy.
Such good evocation.
Yeah. As long as it's not strenuous activity. Driving a cart does not count as that. All right. You feel again a pulse of energy flow through you as you pray to the Stormfather. In your head, a small but not insignificant sound of lightning crashing as encouragement. It almost seems to be saying that this is the right thing to do. And while you've had responses from your god on occasion, this is the most he's ever communicated with you in one period of time. And it gives you a sense that what you're doing is important.
Leo is going to take some time to stretch, as they've probably haven't had much time out of the cart otherwise.
Yeah. You've only stopped for, nature's call.
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone hear the lightning bolt, or is it just...
No, it's just Heskin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she was just looking at me, so yeah.
What's the weather like at the moment?
It's relatively nice out. I'd say it's probably 70 degrees, and it's pretty dry. So it's a comfortable day. It's spring. The weather is nice spring weather.
How many days since the last Storm.
It's been 4 days.
Gotcha.
So
You said it's pretty barren here, so not really any plants around.
not many plants. No, there are some in certain places, especially places that are covered from the storms, and there are a few, but there's not much life around here. Yeah, the stone here seems to just not allow things to grow.
Yeah,
for some reason. So you settle down for the evening, and Delana looks at you all and she says, I really want to thank you all for this. I think that maybe as a consequence of doing this, I can free myself from my bond and my patron. And that would be the ideal. But that I doubt that we'd get that far. Even just clearing her out of a stronghold of the Radiant is a good step in the right direction.
Leo nods and looks at her. How exactly did you and Hoyd meet?
I met him, probably 15 or so years ago. He was the one who put me on the path of the Midnight Mother. And while you may think this is suspicious, and I was suspicious when I fell, I do not think that this is his doing. I think Hoyd has a way of finding people and putting them on a path. Generally, I've from what I have been able to gather, this mysterious, almost trickster is doing good, but I suspect that he's doing what he has. I've always suspected that he has a purpose of his own and isn't exactly on our side. I think he's on the side of conveniently close to our side. And I think we should be suspicious of him, but I do not think that he is allied to these powers.
Leo looks to the rest of the party, then back to her, and shares a knowing glance and a nod.
Seems pretty accurate to me.
I'm just
I'll be
glaring at her at this point.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you get one finals night's rest. All of you do notice that Delana does not actually go to sleep. She just opens a book and starts reading, and is taking notes every so often before you fall asleep. And as you wake up the next morning, she's still there taking notes, and she, one by one, as you wake up, she goes, "Good. I'll make breakfast, and then we should go." And she gets food ready for all of you. You are fed, watered, and ready to go into the dungeon. Who is leading?
I'll lead.
All right. How do you guys want to approach this? Stealthy, not stealthy?
Fairly stealthy. How wide is the tunnel? Is it shoulder by shoulder, or is it single line?
You have room for two people to walk side by side.
Okay.
The first thing that you notice when you look into the tunnel, actually, there's two things. First, that light that was part of the last place that you were that was similar to this is also there. A sourceless light. So this is not dark, despite this being inside of a mountain.
Okay.
The second thing is that the tunnel, looking down, seems to twist. Like essentially, it looks like it's twisting, and not the floor isn't straight. And the you can't seem to get a grasp of what it looks like fully. There's something wrong.
Is this a natural cave formation or man-made?
It is man-made.
Okay.
But this twisting effect doesn't seem to be real.
It's like the hallways in the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time where they like kind of twist, right?
Yeah. It twists, but if you start walking in there, it's completely level and flat. So it's not actually twisting. It just looks like it's twisting.
I'd like to ritual cast detect magic.
All right. So you take your 11 minutes to cast detect magic, and you cannot sense any magic here. Not at least not within the 30 feet of you.
Can I take a moment, since I'm in the front, to stop, close my eyes, meditate a little bit, then open my eyes again and try and see through the illusion?
Sure, you can try.
Perception?
Perception, yes. Roll.
Never mind.
I was gonna say roll Arcana as well.
I was just going to ask if I've ever seen something like this before, or at least read about.
You have not either read or heard about anything like this. Delana pipes up. Ah, yes, this is the corruption of the Midnight Mother. As I said before, her stain on the world makes it impossible to draw. It is impossible to capture. It will always look wrong. It is, even if you tried to draw an exact drawing of the building, even if you saw it uncorrupted, it would look corrupted in your drawing. It is the nature of the Midnight Mother. We should be on our guard. This is why we know that she's, at the very least, in part here. Now, we should not worry too much about making noise. Midnight Essence cannot hear. They smell. And so if they smell us, we should...
Might as well be on our guard to the most effectiveness.
Exactly.
There's not magic though.
There's
we'll
not
literally figure it out. We'll literally figure out that that's not magic, so that won't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's not magic. This is not a magical effect. Yeah, no, you don't worry about it. I'm not going to count this as something that you actually cast. Don't worry.
Hey, let's cast a 3rd level spell for nothing. Yeah, it's good.
No.
Conserve your spells, by the way.
Yeah, conserve your spells today. You'll know when you'll need it. Is the sentence of the day.
Let me cast my spells. Oh wait.
No, it's cool.
I cast water.
So you start making your way down this corridor, and Delana is actually in front with you, Leo. And at one point she says, "Stop. I think there's a Midnight Essence ahead." And the corridor seems to turn a little bit to the right further away, it's about 60 feet away, and a creature like nothing you've ever seen crosses gets into your field of view. This creature is a smooth, slick, black, reflective skin. It almost looks oily. They have 6 extremely thin legs that bend at the sides and have clawed paws. The body is almost fluid with a long, flexible neck, sharp teeth that appear almost as sharp as knives. And even though you're far away, there's a putrid smell that suddenly just hits you. And it doesn't have eyes. It just sniffs the air and it turns towards you and it runs. I'm not going to roll for initiative. There's only one. I will give you all. The first person who's going to act is going to be Delana, who's going to cast Eldritch Blast on it, and then I'm going to let you all act one by one. Since this is also a very small encounter, I'm not going to give you a map because there's literally no point. She hits. I need my D10. Where's my D10? She does. Oh, nice. 15 points of damage. The green jet blast just shoots out of the eye on top of her staff, hits the creature in the shoulder, and it gouges a hole in its skin, and just black smoke just starts pouring out of the wound. Feather, you're first.
I'm gonna definitely cast Hunter's Mark first.
Don't.
Conserve your spells.
Yeah,
What?
conserve spells.
Grrr!
It's a spell slot.
True.
Trust.
Got a point there. I'm just gonna shoot it with my longbow.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Actually, it might not be a bad idea because you can
Click the name longbow. Yeah.
My bad. It's 8.
It's cool. All right, so the arrow pierces the creature, and in the spot where it hit, there's more black smoke that pours out of its body. It's starting to slow down. Suyi, you're next.
How far away is it?
It's about 30 feet away. You're within range. You can get to it if you wanted to. Yeah.
I will stay 15 feet away from it and just do one of these. I would have to move up to it, so I'll be in front of it.
Yeah.
Does it? Okay. So you mentioned it has teeth, definitely.
It has teeth and claws.
And claws.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
How rough is it looking?
It looks rough. Yeah.
Okay. And
to the best of your ability.
From its movements, how fast is it?
It seems to be a normal speed.
Okay.
Your standard speed, yeah.
So it's not like a lumbering.
No, it dashed. It's for it didn't exactly dash, but it got 30 feet closer.
And it's about a medium-sized creature?
It's a medium-sized creature, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a large 6-legged gross dog.
I'm going to I don't remember if I ever said what thing I was in.
You have not, but you can tell me now.
I would be in river stance. Sure, let's go with that. And I'm going to stay 15 feet away from it I'm just gonna do one of
Alright.
these.
All right. Yep.
That
Doesn't
not
hit.
hit.
Yeah. You concentrate on the water. The mist explodes in front of it, but just kind of jumps through it. You're like, what the hell just happened? This is not normal. All right. Next is Leo.
Gonna close the gap and strike it. Strike it
All right.
twice.
Jesus. Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Lad,
your
I have
second
2
blow.
attacks.
Second hit does hit.
Alright, let's get that damage.
All right. You go in with your first hit, your first attack, and you just completely miss, but you rally for the second, cut through get through its neck, and it just starts dissolving. It is dead.
So it's dissolving. Is there anything left of it on the ground? Or is it
It's
evaporating?
It is evaporating slowly, but it is definitely. And Delana gets close to it. And I wouldn't touch this if I were you. It won't hurt you, but it's also probably bad for your health.
Leo nods and kind of looks at it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right.
As I kind of walk past it, can I try and it's liquid, yeah?
Not exactly. It looks liquidy. It almost looks like almost kind of like a balloon.
Huh.
Yeah, it's oily in the sense that it's like oil black, like the same kind of reflection that like oil would have, but it's solid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what effect is it having on the stone, if any?
None.
Okay. I turn the mist around into an ice sword, and I
Mhm.
pick up some of it with my sword. Anything
It
happen?
just kind of rolls off. Nothing happens. Yeah.
Does it stick to the side of the ice, or is it just
No,
completely?
it does not. And by the time it falls to the ground, it's pretty much almost entirely gone.
Does it emit any vapor?
It's just been emitting this black smoke, but to the best of your ability, it's not been doing anything to you. It's just Delana says, "This is, to the best of my knowledge, probably not lethal. I've killed my fair few of them, but they're kind of gross, and I would not want to breathe it in."
I nod, and
Yeah.
I'll retract my sword into my pouches, and
Yep.
I'll keep going.
All right. So you guys set back off into the.
Yep.
Okay. So you get start going further. This corridor is long, actually, surprisingly long, and eventually you do see an end to it. And at the end of the hall, there's a room. It opens up into a room. You're still a fair ways away, um, but it seems to be a pretty large room. What do you guys want to do?
About how large is the room dimension-wise?
It is.
And the shape of it.
You're not there yet, so you can't really tell.
Oh,
What you can see is you can see part of the wall, like essentially the tunnel that you're in. You see that the wall continues straight, and it opens up to the right into a larger room.
so we're in the
So
corner.
essentially, you would enter at the like top right corner of the room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you're looking at a map. Yeah. Yeah. Are you guys entering the room?
I'm going to carefully enter the room, kind of looking around as I go in, looking around the corner to the rest of the room.
All right. So you go into the room, and the first thing that you notice is a giant mechanical, almost clockwork dancer that's just inanimately just sitting in the middle of the room on a circular plate of stone.
No gears moving, nothing from it?
Nothing's moving. There, it has a gem in the center of its chest, and it looks like it's made mostly of metal, and it has a giant green gem in its chest. Sorry, not green, red gem. It's like a giant ruby.
How big is this thing? Like person?
It is. Oh no! It is enormous. It is
Whoa.
the size. It is the size. What's a good? It's bigger than a statue. It's not like Statue of Liberty big. Nowhere near that big, but it's
Statue
like
of David sort of size or larger?
no.
Like-
What's good? It's like
15
Tyrannosaurus
feet?
Rex big?
it's.
Okay,
It's
15
it's.
feet.
Hold on. It's 25 foot wide
Holy shit.
Okay.
and about as tall.
Okay, it's a big boy.
It's a big boy, but it's
Okay,
completely
so it's
inanimate
Rex.
and not moving.
Okay.
Which means the ruby in its chest is probably like multiple feet wide.
It is not multiple feet. It's not that big. It is about 1 foot. It's an enormous ruby when you consider, the size of a fucking ruby.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
it is not. It is about where a heart would be.
Gotcha.
Are we all in the room at this point?
It's up to you guys.
I walk into the room.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to move closer to it.
All right. You. Everyone's in the room, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't want to start anything without making sure that everyone's there for it. The door behind you, which wasn't a door, but a wall, just shutters down, closed completely. I'm gonna bring you guys over to this. The only thing that's different in this room is that, to the best of your ability to see, there's no exit, and there are no pillars, and it doesn't go down. It's flat. The only thing that is accurate, according to this map, is this platform. And hold on, I just need to put this there. This is the best representation I had for this.
The statue is made of stone.
It is not, to the best of. You can't exactly tell. There's metal parts. Lots of metal
What
parts.
color is the metal?
It is bronzish.
So it's like a brass or bronze or something along that line then.
Something along those lines. You're not
Gotcha.
entirely sure. It is not moving, but you do not have an exit. And there's this exit right here, by the way, doesn't exist.
I would like to move closer to it.
You have your tokens, by the way, now.
Okay.
I'll
move up to like here. And I would like to inspect it for any sign of magic. Or any signs of runes or...
Has it been 10 minutes since I ritual cast?
No, it
Detect
hasn't.
magic?
Your detect magic should still be up since you didn't actually fight in the last fight.
Right.
Yeah, you if you want to get closer to it, you can. You're not quite there. Yeah, there. There is no magic coming from this thing that you can tell.
I'm gonna be working my way along the exterior of the room, feeling my way along the wall, looking for like any hidden switches.
This thing isn't humanoid.
It is humanoid. This is just the best. It is just the only thing that I could find that kind of looks like what I wanted. It looks
Okay.
like a dancer, a giant dancer. It has a long dress that goes all the way to the ground. It is very it's very beautiful. Yeah, but
Does it have that quality to it like the halls did, where it's like something seems off about it?
So this is the first time where actually something feels right about its place here.
Okay.
Yeah. Where this does not look corrupted to you at at this point. It looks relatively normal, and it probably looks like it's been here for millennia. But despite that, it looks like it's in very good condition.
I'm going along the exterior walls, or having with my hands against them, investigating, seeing if I can find any hidden switches or anything.
Roll an investigation check. All right. So as you go, you do see there's symbols that you touch, and you recognize these as glyphs. These are the type of writing that are found generally in Alethkar,
Okay.
and they reading them, they all seem to be referencing one of the heralds of the Almighty, the primary religion of this country.
And they're along all the walls, or which walls?
They're placed intermittently along all the walls.
Gotcha.
So it's there's 10 heralds, and they're spread out evenly all along the room.
Is there a pattern to... Well, you said evenly. Is there a pattern where they're kind of centered around something?
Not really. It's just it seems more ornamental than anything else.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But this is also the first time you've seen ornamental designs in a place like this. The last place didn't have any.
All right. I'm gonna make my round around the entire room then.
All right. Make something. Leo, you notice something just dark flash beside you. You don't really know much about these glyphs. These are not from your country, and you're just not entirely sure what they mean. There's a black something that just shoots by your field of view.
Like a creature?
Can't really tell. It was very fast.
Too fast for me to react, I'm assuming.
It went approximately like this direction.
Is there any reaction I can get from it then?
No, it was way too fast.
Gotcha. I'm gonna turn and look at the way it was
All right.
going.
Make a perception check. All right. You don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
Noted, Heskin. You don't see anything, but there's something different about the clockwork dancer.
Do I notice this change?
Make a perception check.
He has detect magic on.
It's not magical.
After I see that it's disappeared.
Wow.
After I see
You're
that
just kind of just in awe of this thing. You've never seen the likes of it.
By the way, does the statue have any weapons?
No, not that
Holding.
you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relay to the party. Be careful, everyone. There was something that I saw in the side of my vision, and not entirely sure exactly where it went. I don't think we're alone anymore.
Okay, as he says this, I would like to take a look around.
What do you mean something?
Something.
Make a perception check, Suyi. So you see that when you do notice that when you entered the room, the clockwork dancer looked normal. It no longer looks normal.
Has it shifted at all?
It has not moved, but the gem, its gem heart, has a black, inky, I need a token for Delana. One sec, I just realized that.
Yes. Because I was going to ask her something, but I wasn't sure if she was in the room with us or not.
She's absolutely in the room. I just forgot. There. That's the best. I don't have a good token for her. I have one. That's the one I have.
I'm gonna step towards the statue after I relay the information.
Yeah. So its gem heart is just suddenly. It's not exactly glowing because blackness doesn't glow. It's almost looks like a void. And Delana. Actually, does she notice?
If not, I will point it out to her because she is the only.
She does notice it, and she says, "Everyone, get away!" And just as she says that, slams the statue slams the ground in front of Mendacious. Everyone, roll for initiative.
Hell yeah!
Let's go.
Wait, fucked up. Just change that.
God, my initiative with this character has been shit my entire life. It's not exactly this character, but like, she's an adaptation of my character that I'm playing in my other campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not good. All right. She's not very good either, but that's better. Clockwork. And okay, so. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everyone's in there. Good. So
we're taking the first rolls for.
You can click on them and change the number yourself. Yeah.
All right, we got some background music for this.
Battle music, Pog.
Yes.
Is this Smash music?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is from Octopath Traveler. And it's fucking hype as fuck. Anyways, Leo, you're first.
I just realized I was muted this whole time.
Bree.
Seeing it smash, it's leaned over smashed, or did it just do a arm down smash?
It just it leaned over and smashed the ground.
I'm gonna go for the crystal.
You can try, yeah. So she's facing this direction, so you would have to move a bit.
Is here outside of
so just think of it as a square. So she's right there, the square just above. Yeah, that's where you would need to be.
All right.
So you go in with your weapon. You try to reach the crystal. You miss, and it bounces off its metal plating, and it leaves a barely noticeable scratch.
Going again.
Yep. At this time, you do manage to hit. Roll for damage. Right, you go in, slash at this thing. It doesn't. It hits, and the statue makes a screeching noise. And you deal 13 points of damage, or at least, but it actually doesn't feel exactly quite as powerful as it should have been.
Damage resistance or magical resistance? Because it is magical.
Oh, you do damage? You do magical damage, right?
Yes, because I got it enchanted.
Never mind. Yep. All right.
I also still have...
Can you do anything else?
I can do Flurry of Blows still for a key point, but... You know what? I'll spend one key point, do Flurry of Blows.
All right, absolutely. Go ahead. So you go in for your attack, misses.
You get 2 for flare.
You get 2, yeah. You go in for the next one. You do hit the gem, but it just your fist just bounces off ineffectively.
I want to use one of the effects as from a hit. That is a successful hit, correct?
Sorry, what effect?
Is that a successful hit?
It does it. So it hits, but it's ineffective. It's a glancing blow.
But I did contact.
Basically, you didn't hit. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, you basically didn't hit. It's just
okay.
It's flavored
Gotcha.
as you hit, but you didn't.
Yeah, my question was, did I hit the AC? No.
No. The answer is no.
Yeah, because even if I don't do damage, I can still do certain effects.
No. This is just a glancing. When I say a glancing blow, it means that you don't hit.
Gotcha.
It's just fluff.
Okay, that's
just
my
fluff.
turn.
All right, Feather, it is up to you. By the way, this is the place where you should be casting magic.
Is my mic on?
Yeah, your mic is on.
Okay, I'm gonna do Hunter's
Yep.
first, obviously. And then I'm gonna do my longbow.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's
There you go.
You rolled Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you need to roll your bow attack. Yeah.
Didn't mean to do that.
All right, you shoot your bow, loose the arrow, it hits. Is the bow magical? I don't remember. I don't think so.
No.
Right? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. 12 piercing, and roll. I'll take the first Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Roll that you made.
Different.
All right. So 18.
Yeah.
Okay. The bolt managed to actually pierce some of its armor, but it can't really tell if it's doing anything yet. It's basically made out of metal, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
That's math. Okay. Do you want to? That's your turn, I believe, unless you want to move.
No, I'm good.
All right. Mendacious.
All right. Let me see here. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move back to about there.
Yep.
Then I am going to. I'm gonna use my hand crossbow. Now I'm not sure about this, but is it magical? I'm not sure how the.
Do you get it
The
enchanted?
special mechanic. I didn't get it enchanted, but it has.
Oh, it was the special
effect.
It is
Yeah.
not enchanted. But
That's
if you
what I
roll a
thought.
crit, you get a free attack.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll attack on that.
All right. Yep. You shoot the bolt. It bounces off its armor. Does not hit.
Right. That's my turn.
All right. Sui.
Okay. I'm gonna do something stupid.
All right, I'm excited. Go ahead.
I would like to run up to it.
Uh-huh.
$30 Could I get behind it?
You'd have to go around. So hold on. Yeah, you could get here.
Not
Would
quite.
that
then.
technically be flanking since it crosses through it?
No, it would not.
Gotcha. It would need to be like
it
there.
would have to be. It would have to be like here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I can get here, right?
All right. Yeah.
Am I in range to touch it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Can I try and climb it?
Yes.
You can certainly try.
Yes.
And okay, I'm gonna be creative about this. I would like
I'm
to create
excited.
some steam mist, and I would like to use it to propel myself onto it.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check, and just for the hell of it, roll an Arcana check to see if you can manage to make that work. All right.
Could have been so much better.
It could have been better, but it's not bad.
Kana? Okay.
All right. You do manage to get some propulsion, but you don't get very far. You get up like 5 feet onto it, and you grasp onto it.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say that that's your action.
So I'm on the back of it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
Then that's my action. That's my bonus action. That's my movement.
Mhm.
So that is my turn.
All right. Next is the Clockwork Machine, and she is going to open her mouth and start singing. So there's singing coming out, and she's going to try to grab at Sui. See if she succeeds.
Sentinel.
You can. It's not an attack. It's a grapple.
Okay.
Yeah. She does not manage to quite reach, but she has multi-attack, and she's also, with her other arm, going to try to punch Leo. All right, that's 19.
That just hits.
All right. 2d8s. You take 11 points of damage.
By the way, from me being on it,
Yeah.
does it sound hollow at all?
It's you're gonna have to make an investigation check on your check.
On my turn. Okay, that's fine.
So its arm goes and hits you on your chest. You manage to not get knocked back, but this hurt hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next is Heskin. She's still singing, by the way. So you need to summon the spiritual weapon first. Is that a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
you summon your your hammer that's made out of this crackling lightning energy, in the shape of Thor's hammer, and you go in for a swing. It does impact, but it does not do any damage. It just bounces off ineffectively.
You have an action still, because that's technically what's your bonus action. You cannot cast a spell that is a higher level than a cantrip, however.
The attack is the action.
No, it's a bonus action to attack with it, and you can attack with it on the same turn you cast it.
Right,
It's
you're
a
right.
very good spell.
Absolutely, yes, it is.
Clerics, man.
Yes.
You do. I forget these things.
So you can cast a cantrip or do another action, or either like an attack or.
Yeah.
But you cannot cast another spell that is higher than a cantrip. Sacred Flame.
All
Make
right.
a dex save for
Yep.
thing.
So it's actually not. It passes despite the fact that because it's big and lumbering, it doesn't have very good dex.
So no damage.
But it doesn't take any damage. All right. Next is Delana. Delana rushes over here. Not over here. She rushes over here. She for a second she just kind of holds her head and she screams, and black wings, just rotted, broken wings, pour out of her back.
Oh.
She just.
She's a fallen Azamar.
She's doing that.
Ass MR.
However, this thing cannot be feared. That's not why I did it though. So I'm not bothering with the roll. She will also. She just kind of recovers. She pulls out just a petrified eye of a newt, and she just crushes it and casts Hex on it. No. All right, that's Delana's turn. Top of the round, Leo.
Can we know what she gave disadvantage to? Or is that secret? Because for Hex, you give something disadvantage on an ability check.
I'm aware. It's secret for now.
We going again?
Secrets.
Yeah. It's secrets. But it's just ability checks.
Yeah.
It's also probable that this thing doesn't really do those.
Either of those hit?
No, neither of those hit. So you go in for your first strike, it bounces off the armor. Second one just also bounces off the armor without leaving any marks.
If she did strength, then grapples would be at disadvantage, because grapple checks are athletics checks.
Yep. One more.
Let's see.
Hex is not completely useless.
No.
Or maybe she did charisma checks, just so like she can hamper her singing voice.
I'm gonna spend another key point and do patient defense. That's my bonus action.
That's a good plan. All right. Is that your turn?
That's gonna be my turn, as I take a defensive stance.
Feather.
I'm gonna attack with my longbow again, I guess, because
All right.
I don't have no spells.
You shoot. Oh, you have a second attack. I forgot.
Yeah, no.
It does not hit. The first one does not hit.
And then I'm gonna do another one.
You shoot a second arrow. Again, just bounces off the armor ineffectively.
Okay.
This thing is tough. All right, that's your turn, I believe. Unless you want to move.
Nope, I'm good.
Yep. All right, Mendacious.
All right. We are gonna Oh god, what are we gonna do?
What am I gonna
I
do?
just realized, is the dancing thing technically flanked now?
Not quite, because it's not threatened by the fact that Sui is on its back.
Oh,
Gotcha.
shoot. Oh, it will be. Don't worry.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Yep.
Great. This is tough. I don't have a lot of offensive spells, unfortunately.
You can always try to hit it.
That's true.
Bard, by the
I
way.
don't-
Poke it with your sword.
Vicious
Uh,
mockery, dude.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna use vicious mockery.
All right. What's that do again?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the insult I am going to use is, you are by far the ugliest dance partner I've ever.
It makes it save.
No!
Yep.
Why?
It doesn't seem phased by this.
I'm not surprised.
Yep. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, Sui.
Okay. As I'm on the thing, is it hollow?
Make an investigation check. We'll count that as your bonus action because it doesn't really take much to tap it. Can't really tell. It's hard to tell. Yeah.
Do I see any cracks in the armor?
Not.
Not with that? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna be interesting. I would like to cast Steam Mist at the one or both of the legs to try and heat the metal.
Its legs are covered by a giant like metal dress, so it's.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can't actually see the legs. You can see the arms though.
Okay. Can I shove the steam mist underneath there, and kind of
You
like
can-
heat an area?
like a joint?
Yes.
Sure, absolutely.
Do
Roll
I need to
your
roll
attack.
attack? Okay.
Yeah, roll your attack. Yes, you're always going to have to roll the attack.
Uh huh.
Yep, that absolutely hits.
Big pog.
All right, so
9 points of
you
fire damage.
blast the joint, and it kind of recoils a bit, but it doesn't seem to be as effective as it should
Mhm.
be. So it takes half damage from that. 4 points. Okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my
I
turn.
mean, yeah. I assume that you don't want to jump off.
No.
All right, it's the clockwork thing again. Now, a dark trickle of energy is going to pour towards you and try to. Does a 19 hit?
On me?
Yes.
It does, but I'm going to try and dodge it. My
Alright.
reaction.
I will impose disadvantage on this simply because you are clambered to a. You're clambered to it, so
Sure.
Is that an attack, by the way?
that is an attack. Yes.
I will send.
So I
That
matched it?
ties. Yeah, so that's.
So I don't know the rule for
It
it.
hits. It hits.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically armor rules.
I will sentinel then.
All right, use your reaction to attack it. Use your attack. It does not hit.
Gotcha.
You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
And then it's gonna try to hit Delana as well. But Delana manages to dodge out of the way of its arm. And is not hit. Heskin, it is now your turn. All right.
It's not technically a spider, but yes, we get the message.
Yep. All right. So you cast this 30-foot cube of water that splashes down and covers pretty much everyone in the general area with water. Yeah, there's a lot of water now. You're not gonna run out. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you're set for pretty much the rest of the combat. You can still cast a cantrip if you want as a bonus action. No, you can't.
If she had it, I can't trip that as a bonus action. But
No, never mind. You can't. I'm talking out of my ass. You can use your spiritual weapon though.
Yes. Bonk it.
Bonk it with a lightning hammer. Yeah. Roll the attack.
Lightning
What
bonk.
to do?
Oh,
what
that
to
absolutely
do?
hits. Roll damage. All right. You
Not bad.
go in with the spiritual weapon goes in and hits the statue, and the lightning crackles against it, and it takes 8 points of damage. Nice. Man, you guys are doing pretty good damage to it. All right, Delana. She whispers something into her fist, and she just punches the clockwork dancer, and you see that enveloping her hand is just eldritch energy, and that hits. Jesus, nice.
Bonked.
Was that a
Bonked.
point blank Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Pog.
It's a different invocation that I created.
Oh.
Because why not?
Eldritch
Makes
punch.
sense.
And
It's
warlocks are
basically an eldritch. It's a touch attack, really, but it's more fun
Yeah.
to play as a punch.
and warlocks are pretty
Oh.
nerfed at close range.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
about that.
Just
I
Yeah.
know very well about that.
just punch them. I mean, any
She- by the way,
any
she didn't-
spellcaster is nerfed to close range. But
She
it's
did
like a
max
cleric.
damage, so yeah,
Nice. How is it looking then?
unfazed.
Gotcha.
Yep. You get. I'll be nice and say you guys have dealt 58 points of damage to it. It doesn't look like it's taken any.
There's the first hit.
That absolutely hits. You go in for the hit. You manage to drag a mark into the metal. Oh, yep, that hits.
And remember, it is magical damage.
Yeah. I'm not forgetting.
That one does
Your
not hit.
second, your second hit just bounces off its armor ineffectively.
And I'm going to use my bonus action for just a single unarmed strike.
All right. Yeah, you punch it and it actually gives way a little bit. It doesn't again, doesn't do as much as it probably should. Your fists aren't magical yet, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I think
Can't
it's
wait
like
for
7th
that.
level.
Yeah. All right.
Magical gloves.
No, it's not even gloves. It's
Feather.
just your fists.
Punch ghost.
So, how tall is she, by the way?
25 foot.
And I can fly 30 feet above ground.
Yes.
So, would that be a movement, even like if
Yes.
I don't? Okay.
Yeah, it is a movement.
I'm just gonna go 30 feet in the air,
All right.
and I will try my longbow again.
All right.
I
Roll that attack.
realized I should have rolled at advantage
Why?
because Suyi.
No, she doesn't threaten. That does not hit.
Okay.
I'm not threatening it from
Nope.
hanging from its back and gnawing at its legs.
Nope. It
And
doesn't
I
count
do
as
get-
threatened because it doesn't really count. It doesn't consider you a threat on
I
its
do get a
back.
second.
You do get a second attack. Yeah. Roll. Your second arrow bounces off its armor again.
Okay.
You've been very unlucky. Yeah, no, you just can't seem to hit a weak spot. Mendacious.
Okay. I see what's going on here. I'm gonna try something. Probably won't work out. So I'm going to give myself bardic inspiration.
Can you do that?
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
I can't do that. No.
No.
It's a higher level bard thing that you can do.
I
yeah.
see. I see.
Yes.
All right, then. Since that's out of the question, I guess I will. I guess I'm just gonna try hitting it with my crossbow again. But
All right,
this time, I am specifically aiming for the gem in its chest.
All right. Yeah. Go
Give
ahead.
myself
roll.
a handicap.
I mean, it's actually not a handicap. The AC would be the same, but I'll take it into account.
All
That
right,
You're trying to hit the gem.
great.
Yep. Yeah, that hits. Roll for
Yes,
damage.
awesome.
Wait, you don't have a dex bonus?
I don't have it applied.
You don't have it applied. You should apply it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 4. It does hit it. It does seem to do damage. It chips it slightly, but very, very slightly.
Does the beast react to that?
We'll see on its turn.
Okay.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, Suyi.
Okay. Having all this water around, I would like to control it, and I would like to try and freeze it in place.
Sure. I'll say that this would take more than one turn, though.
Okay. I start
Yeah.
from the legs. Specifically,
Uh-huh.
I'm going for the freezing
Joints?
the joint that I
Bird?
that I hopefully weakened with fire
Yeah,
to make it more
usually-
brittle
You can,
by
you can
freezing
absolutely try that.
in place, and then like just the legs, as much of it as I can, starting to freeze it from the bottom up.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. That will take. I'll say that takes both your action and your bonus action because you're working on it for a while. It'll take 3 turns to try to freeze all the water completely.
Okay.
Yeah. then it's going to scream, but not like before. This is a blast of force that's going to push at all three of the people that are in contact with her. So everyone roll a dexterity, or everyone, Leo, Delana, and
That's myself,
Sui.
yeah.
Yep. Roll a dexterity saving throw. Delana
Fuck me.
passes. Sui, you pass. So you get pushed back. You get pushed back 10 feet, and you get knocked prone.
I do.
Yeah.
A lot of
This
one.
direction, I'm assuming.
Any real direction, except for towards her, but yeah.
And I'm knocked prone.
Way.
Yeah, and you're prone. So you manage to grasp on, and so does Delana. It's going to try to grasp at you again. It is a disadvantage, but that doesn't matter. Make a. Is it? Oh, just a grapple check to see if you get hit. No, it's against AC, right?
It's against my own acrobatics or athletics check.
All right, make either an
Fantastic.
acrobatics or an athletics check.
And is it just a straight check, or am I still disadvantaged because I'm holding onto it? Or-
This one I'll give you a straight check.
Okay.
It grasps you and it holds you. You are now held. And it drags you forward.
Damn.
Beat a 27. Okay. With disadvantage.
Jesus.
Yep.
Jesus.
That rolled very well.
Construct, man.
Can
So I'm
hold
over
on?
here now,
Let me
yeah?
look that up, Heskin. You remember which element it was? Because I don't. Poison. Sure. Can someone check? No, I got it.
Is
Found
it
them.
the breath weapon?
Breath weapon,
Black
yes.
Dragon is poison,
Black is
yeah.
acid.
Or
Yeah,
acid, yeah.
It's acid, yeah. It's a dexterity saving throw. What's the damage roll for that? Breath weapon 2d6. Yeah, so it's so the DC is 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So it's what's your con mod? So that's 3. So that's 6. So it's 14, I believe. So she needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
And you moved there as well?
She passes. Yeah, she moves there. You're about here. She passes the dex save. On a failed save, half as much damage as on a self roll 1. So it's 2d6 damage. So you roll 2d6. / roll 2d6. Yeah. All right. It actually seems particularly effective against the metal.
Don't say.
So it takes double damage.
So it takes straight, basically, then.
Yeah. So it takes 7 damage. All right. Nice. Delana. She is going to... Let me look. That's something real quick. I forgot to apply some damage, actually. Not B. I'm a bad DM. I forget these things a lot. All right, she's gonna punch it again, or try to. Woo! Nice, natural 20. All right, so that's 12 plus 5 plus hex is a d6, or is it different? I don't remember.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm checking.
I really should, because I have someone who has
1d6, which is also doubled. So, 17 plus 20. So hold on. 12 plus 14. So 14 total plus 10. 24 points of damage. All right. It did not like that. But it's your turn, Leo.
Okay, half my movement standing up.
Yep.
15 feet of my movement getting back in range.
Yep.
And funny enough, I still have 10 feet left. Let's go with the same old, same old. Okay.
You go in for a strike. The vibrations are so uncomfortable that you drop your weapon.
Can I use...
You can theoretically actually pick it up as a free action.
I will pick it up as my free action, but for that I will forgo the momentum of the second attack.
Yep. I will say that's...
I will use a key point and do 2 flurry blows.
Hits? That barely hits. You now know the AC of this thing.
With
Going for a punch, it seems to do some damage, but not much.
With that, I want it to make a dexterity saving throw and be knocked prone, if it fails.
I think it's too big for that to work. Is that a thing?
It doesn't have any restriction about the size of the creature.
Sure.
Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks...
I'll give it advantage because of its size. Because that, to me,
it's not a very high DC, so
it's less of a you pushed it and more of like
you manipulated its
I'm aware.
You manipulated its internal like muscles to just like fall.
It doesn't have muscles though.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Using the key energy, you manipulate it to.
I mean, the first dice it passed anyways. Yeah, it passed a 6.
Noted. Then the other one. Here we go.
That does not hit. Yeah,
okay.
You just kind of punch, but it hurts you. It seems to hurt you more than it hurt it. Because again, you're punching metal. I'm not comfortable, even for you. All right.
Maybe I should start training with that.
Yeah.
Yo, okay. Since I am flying now 30 feet, I am going to fly kind of like right there towards her, on top of her.
If you do shoot from that range, you'll be at disadvantage. All right, go there then. All right. I'm just warning you that.
I know.
That's a thing.
And then I'm going to use my short swords on her.
All right. Roll. You go in for a strike with the first weapon. It bounces off completely, leaving your hand, and you drop your sword
from 30 feet in the air.
Yep, it clatters to the ground. Very very useful.
I guess I'll have to use my longbow at disadvantage.
Yep. That's roll again. No, roll again.
Disadvantage.
There you go.
It hits. Actually, it hits.
Jesus.
You shoot, and finally you manage to find a weak spot.
Don't forget about Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, roll for Hunter's Mark. Yeah, that's.
Done.
Right. Yep. It hits.
Remember Hunter's Mark.
Always remember Hunter's Mark, just like I have to remember Hex. because I decided to have a character in this to give you guys some help against this monster. There's
Just
a lot
give
of
me
health.
magic water.
No.
I mean,
Gotta
I
make
have
some
10 gallons of it on the floor, so.
Holy water. We need
It's
holy
not-
water.
It's not magic water though.
Oh, by the way,
It was just conjured water.
the shout shattered the ice.
Oh great.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I could have continued to freeze it because I'm kind of like grappled.
Yeah, but you're also. I mean, you could have continued, but you are grappled.
Yes.
It's hard to keep doing something like that. Mendacious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. I am going to do the exact same thing I did the last time.
All right, roll.
I'm gonna aim right at that gem with my hand crossbow.
All right. Yep. Yeah, that hits.
Hell yeah.
Roll damage. All right.
There we go.
It hit. The bolt looses and hits the gem, chips a small bit again, bounces off into the void. It does damage. It's not happy about that. It's probably gonna scream again. Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
Yes, actually.
All right.
I am going to give Bardic Inspiration to Leo.
All right.
Noted.
All right. So it's fifth level is what, the D6 still?
It is a D8.
Noted.
All right. Next is Suyi.
Okay. I am grappled.
Yes, absolutely.
I would like to not be grappled.
You can make an athletics check, an athletics check to see if you can, or grapple check. Is it just a strength check?
It's,
Strength
I
saving
believe,
throw.
to get out of it, it's either an athletics or acrobatics. Just to do it, it must be an athletics. To try and grapple something is
Yeah.
an athletics. But to get out of the way is that acrobatics or athletics? I think. You can double check
yeah.
that here.
It doesn't matter. Roll athletics.
Athletics, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna make a strength check, and you still grappled. You try to force your way out, but this thing is strong.
Yep.
You're not able to.
And was that
reach.
by action to do this one?
That? I'm not, and I don't remember exactly. I'll just call it a bonus action. I'll give you an action still.
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything.
You can.
I mean,
attack,
I don't have any
get rid of
weapons
it.
at the moment.
You can always
Because-
make one. Your arms are free.
Oh.
It's just she has you by your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that takes a bonus action to create a weapon. Unless you want to change that as just a free action.
Right. You could take an action to create it.
Instead, what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
is there still water around?
Yeah, the water is still around. It's pushed a little bit further away, but
Can I,
it's still generally around there.
Know that I'm like being grappled by this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any openings in the metal plates at all?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. That's intimidation. That's investigation. There we go.
You can see that there are some scores and marks that have been made by some of the attacks, but nothing that seems to penetrate more than surface level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
you've been doing damage to this thing, but this thing is very resilient.
Specifically around the joints and the rest of this creature, I would like to just fill it with water as much as I can.
That will have to be in your next turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. Clockwork is up. It's gonna scream again. Feather and Leo and Delana are all gonna have to make dexterity saving throws.
I don't have to because I'm grappled.
Yeah,
so.
you don't have to. You're grappled. Delana actually
Damn.
fails.
Much better
Yeah,
for
you
me.
also fail.
Damn.
You get pushed away 10 feet in this direction. So you're technically still within range of it. But
I mean, I was gonna go there anyways, so.
yeah.
Aha! Joke's on you!
Actually, no. You fall to the ground.
Great.
Shit.
Oh no, fall damage.
30 feet. Fuck.
How much is it per?
1d6 per 10 feet fallen.
So it's 3d6.
3d6.
Yeah.
Oof.
You take 8 points of damage.
Yeah,
I'm
falling
calling it.
falling damage is not a joke.
All right.
Compared to my 49, I'm fine.
It's gonna slam Sui in the ground.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's a hit. That's 27.
That's 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Can I dodge it? I'm still in river stance.
At disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean,
Before-
he has water around.
And before
It's
two nat
not gonna help.
20s. Here we go. 2 nat 20s, here we go.
No.
Okay.
Neither would have helped. All right. Yeah. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Probably. This is. All right. You take actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You take 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it just slams you into the ground, and you are. Oh, by the way, you have if you want to use Sentinel, Leo, you can. 'Cause that's
Will do.
counts as an attack. Yeah. That hits. Roll for damage. Yeah, you go in as it's going for that attack, and you manage to score a hit. It's still holding together, but you're starting to be able to see finally some of the mechanisms under its armor. But it's still holding in there very, very well. All right, Heskin.
You plot movement from your token.
Yeah, you plot movement from your characters. Yeah. Exactly. Uh-huh. Is that a once per day thing?
If not, short, long rest.
Let me double check. You can't use it again until you complete a short or long rest. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Alright, what do you want to cast? Shield of Faith. Concentration up to 10 minutes. A shimmering field appears, surrounds a creature of your choice. On Sui, okay. You get +2 arm to your AC. Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, and that does stack with your reaction.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. You're gonna have to move in closer for the staff. Yeah. All right. Roll your attack. That you hit with your staff, it just bounces off. Doesn't do any damage. You don't hit, sadly. Yeah, Delana is up, and she is pissed.
She's pissed.
Yeah.
I've been fucking ragdoll over this entire fight.
Yeah, you have. I mean, you made choices.
I did make choices, and I don't regret them.
You made some choices. What is she going to do? She is going to cast. I want to cast something else, actually. No, it's not worth it. She's just gonna cast Eldritch Blast. Well, I need to help you guys as much as I can. That hits. So that's D10. 8 plus 5 plus 5, so that's 18 points of damage. God, the fucking shroud of the fallen Asimar is so fucking good.
Yep.
Underneath. All right, she casts an Eldritch Blast, and it hits the hand of the creature. Is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw to see if it holds on to you. Fails. You're dropped. You fall 10 feet. Make an
acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics check, or athletics, whichever is higher.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a disadvantage, but yeah, you pass.
18.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You take no damage. You fall safely to the ground. You're, however, now freed from its grasp. Yeah. Does she want to do anything else? Can she do anything else? She probably can, but she's not going to. She's going to move over here. Leo.
Is there a place that I can move to get advantage at all while still being able to hit the crystal?
You've been out of range of the crystal for most of this, so you can get advantage if you just move over there.
I will move here then, and I will attack.
All
with
right.
advantage.
Yes, absolutely. Roll your attacks. That hits. All right, you go and you get a score into its armor. The armor is starting to look weakened a bit. It's
Number
not yet
2.
bloodied, but you're doing that hits as well.
So following the momentum, I swing around again with a full, as hard as I can hit it again.
Absolutely, yeah. You get another. You again slowly. You're starting to chip away at this thing's armor.
And flurry of blows at advantage.
Okay. Yep, absolutely. That hits. Jesus. Roll damage. Yeah, 9 points of.
I am going
actually,
to.
That is halved, but that's still a lot.
I'm going to make it not be able to take. Actually, no, never mind. I'm fine with how it is, and the other one as well.
The other one. Yep, that hits as well. Nice.
Just monk things, everyone.
Just monk things. All right. Nice. Absolutely nice. Yeah, you just pummel it. You're starting to see cracks and just in general, its armor is just starting to fall apart. Feather, you are prone on the ground.
Okay, how much will it take me to get up?
It halves your movement.
Halves my move, so I'd have 15 left.
Yep.
Okay, I will move right here.
Is that technically still in its range? I'm gonna have to move.
Because I was right there.
Yeah. That's still in its range. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I in range of the crystal? The ruby?
You can see this crystal, yeah.
Okay. I am going to specifically shoot at it with my longbow.
All right, you are at disadvantage. That hits. Jesus. Roll damage. Yeah, you shoot the
Plus-
crystal.
Plus, I'm in panic attack because I hit it in the chest. So
Yeah. Yep. Make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, just we'll see whether you are in panic attack or not. You are actually fine right now.
okay.
Yeah. You're too concentrated
Good.
on the fight to think about anything else currently. Mendacious.
Yes.
What to do?
All right.
Also, I'm sorry about your bed.
Yeah. Yeah, we might need to take a break so I can take my dogs out a bit. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Anyway. For my bonus action, I am going to give. What we give. Suiyi, Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Hollow.
Nice.
Again, that's a D8. And
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot at the crystal with my hand crossbow again.
All right. Nice. Crit.
Big pog!
Deo.
Which means a
All right,
second attack too.
Roll a second attack, as well as damage.
And before another crit.
Nope.
Set.
At least it didn't jam.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Big damage, though.
Big damage. And that's
Big.
+3, I think, as well. Or did you add that? No,
Yeah,
you added
yeah,
that. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, good. 14.
That was almost max damage on that crit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, you guys are in the 200s damage now.
Heck yeah.
You hit the crystal, and again, more chips are shattering. The crystal is looking okay, but you guys have done some real good damage to it. All right, Sui, it's your turn.
Can I get underneath the skirt of this creature?
No, you can't. It is all the way to the ground.
And how high is the crystal from the ground?
I'd say about 20 feet.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, Heskin. Yeah, it is.
But
Construct
I'm
man.
going to move over here, still being in melee
Yep.
with it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna chuck. First of all, bonus action, making swapping from river stance to waterfall stance.
Yep.
So my overall AC goes down by 1,
Yep.
and I'm going to chuck a nice javelin at it.
All right, you're at disadvantage, but go ahead.
It's because I'm in melee range with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're like just within, I think.
You are within melee range, yeah. As long as you're within melee range and threatening range.
Yep.
That's
fine. I will do that.
Yep. I'm just. That hits, Jesus, guys.
That could have been natural 20.
Could have been, but it wasn't.
Could have been, but it wasn't.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. You're aiming for the gem, right?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. You hit the gem. It does chip damage. Again.
It's not magic, so.
I mean, even if it was, this piercing is not. It doesn't resist piercing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's been
That's
doing.
good. That's really good to know, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like it resists. It's just, this is still a gem, so, you know, it's gonna be hard to damage. All right. That's your turn, I assume?
That is my turn.
Yep. All right, Clockwork. It's gonna scream again, but this scream is different.
I get a time point. Poggers, first one of the combat.
Yeah. Yeah, that is correct. That is sufficiently gross to fit that. It screams again, and that's too fucking small. Whoever designed that is an idiot. I'll just use this. From its body, it slides one of those creatures that you fought before.
Huh.
Yep. It just kind of pours out of the gem. Yep. So this thing is gonna come at you.
When it does the construct freeze?
No.
Okay.
It does not. So that's one action. It's gonna batter Leo.
Suyi.
Well.
Oh, right.
Leo, no. That hits 20 plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 2d8. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it backhands you without looking. Suyi, you're gonna get attacked by this thing. That doesn't count as a roll because it literally dropped out of my hand. I rolled the same thing. It does not hit. It tries to bite you, but you just manage to dodge out of the way of its attack. All right, Heskin. Yeah, sure. You can. It's just gonna be over here. Yep. You are at disadvantage, so roll again. Unless you have Warcaster.
That's its square, I'm assuming.
No, wait, Warcaster doesn't give you advantage then. Anyway, so never mind. Yeah, that does not hit.
It lets you cast a spell for a reaction attack.
Yes, it does. But
I think it's mage.
I
No, wait, never mind.
No, that is Warcaster. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but it doesn't give you straight. So sadly, that does not hit. So, do you want to do anything else as a bonus action?
You can still hit with your spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Oh, right. Your spiritual weapon. We've been forgetting that.
Because for whatever reason, it's not concentration.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
Wait,
It's not concentration.
It's not. It's one of the best spells in the game.
Warlocks should get that, to be honest.
Absolutely. Or at least have the ability to get
They
it.
can if you pick. Believe Hexblade can do it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But the Hexblade is actually broken. Okay, so that hits, and yeah.
What do you mean? Being able to crit on 19 and 20? What?
Yeah, it's totally not like a 20th level ability for anyone else. Because it's legend. The only thing in 5th edition that allows you to do that is a legendary item.
Or a 4th level champion fighter.
Yeah. But, you know, still broken.
Cleric
Alright,
Pog.
yeah. Cleric Pog. Alright, yeah. Delana is next. She is going to take advantage of the fact that you're no longer on this thing. She's going to drop the hex, but she's going to cast Shatter at 3rd level. Which I don't
Ooh.
have that spell. I just need to look it up. I believe it's 3d8, but with that it's 48, I believe. 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save.
What's the range of it?
Oh, that's right.
Well-
Because construct have disadvantage on the saving throw against shatter, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. It fails. So that's 4d8s. Where's my fourth d8? Where's the d8 that I don't like? Where the fuck is it?
It's in dice jail. What do you mean?
It's just I don't. It's a rainbow dice, and normally I would love it. It's just that the purple on the rainbow dice is on the 1, and I find that offensive.
Hashtag Pride Month using rainbow die.
I'm trying to find it though, and I can't.
Cat of Pride.
Okay, I'll just reroll one of them. So that's 8 plus 2 plus 6, so that's 16. And that's 22 points of damage plus 5. 27 points of damage. Actually, this is not a concentration spell, so I can roll an additional d6.
Warlocks, man.
So 28 points of damage on
Nice.
this thing as a whole. So I think no, that's that. Okay. For the first time, you see a small crack in the gem, but it's still holding together. It has a lot of health, but it is finally bloodied. Good luck.
Here would be advantage, I'm assuming. Or here? This kind of area?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right there.
Moving there.
Yep.
Let's go.
Alright. That hits. Alright, yeah.
Ooh.
Oof.
Natural 29.
Spice.
GG.
Time.
And I'm gonna use my last key point. Let's get more unarmed strikes in here.
Hits. Alright.
There's that monk damage.
You guys have dealt 300 points of damage to this thing.
Fuck yeah.
Only 300 more to go.
Nope, not 300.
290.
I'm gonna say 250.
A bit
280.
less than that. It's got about 200 more. Yep.
It took
Feather.
us 2.5 hours to do this.
Oh yeah, I designed this as a very long fight. This is my I'm sorry and I'm gonna kill you at the same time.
You might actually, because I forgot to do something I wanted to do.
Oh, well, you
Go
can
ahead.
still do it. I haven't done it.
I haven't done anything, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
No. I used like 90% of everything I have anyway, so it's fine. I'm better off
Right.
staying.
I am going to take another shot at the gem.
All right, roll your attacks. Tell me what you get because I'm not.
20 and a
20
28.
and 28. And then my
Oh,
hunter's
that's-
mark was 4 and 13.
All right. All right. So that was at disadvantage. So that hits. So that's 12. Sorry, not 12. That's. That's 12.
Yeah.
No, sorry. That's 13 points of damage. Okay. Roll your second attack.
I still on a disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That does not hit you.
Okay.
The arrow bounces off the armor, does not do any actual damage. Mendacious.
Okay. Let's see. Bardic Inspiration to Feather.
Alright.
And we'll go again with the hand crossbow.
Go
Don't
ahead.
forget.
Aimed at the gem. Awesome.
You're a bit distracted by this new creature that has kind of dripped out of its body. You shoot and you just go wide. Yeah.
Great.
I believe that's your turn, unless you want to move.
I will. I'm gonna move
Finally.
that.
All right, Sui.
Okay. This is a creature beside me, yeah?
Yep, that is a creature beside you.
Well, I don't really want to get hit by two things, so I'm gonna attack this thing.
Yep.
With my ice sword, which I create with my bonus action.
Yep.
And
You're still in waterfall stand. So.
yeah, I am.
Yep.
Water. There's just so many attacks.
Yeah.
Ice sword. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Not a disadvantage.
Not a
20.
disadvantage, but yeah, so that hits. Not
Regardless, I hit it.
Yeah. Regardless, you hit. This thing does not have much AC. Yeah, so you slash into it, and it does a big score in its body, and it starts to pour black smoke out. It snarls back at you.
Okay, I get a type point.
You get a type point, absolutely. Clockwork. Yeah. What is it gonna do? It's time for its next phase. It's going to both of its hands. There's this black thing is just pouring from its gem heart, and it's turning its arms into blades, and it's gonna slash once at Feather and slash once at Leo.
I'm gonna use Sentinel on the one for Feather.
Yep. Leo, that hits. And Feather, that actually misses.
I was going to say 16 armor class.
Yeah,
Let's see.
It was
it
a
rolled
19
really
and,
low.
It was a 19 and 12 points of damage for
Yeah,
Sentinel.
that hits. Yeah.
Poke it.
Poke, poke, poke.
Okay. You take 13 points of damage.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Now the
Okay.
the Midnight Essence is gonna attack. That misses again. It tries to go for your throat, but you're in. The momentum has started. You're getting the feel of this, and you
Plus-
dodge easily.
Plus, I'm being protected.
Yeah.
By me.
Yep. Heskin, it's your turn.
I mean, by Heskin, I believe, because she casted
Did
the
I say
field-
me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure
I
if
was like,
you
wait.
casted it or not at this point. I was like,
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure rangers don't know that spell, but
Wait,
Yeah.
I mean, we have a cure wounds, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Heskin, it is your turn though. You always have your spiritual weapon it's the easy thing to just do
Did-
now.
did-
Oh, you're distracted by this new creature that's come up, and you just the swipe goes wide. All right, where are you moving? All right, so it does get an attack of opportunity when you do that, and one of its bladed arms moves in for an attack. Hits. You take 12 points of damage. Just scores you, and you start to bleed a bit from your shoulder. But yeah, guiding bolt misses. God, I'm so sorry.
Ah, man.
Yeah. It's
Roll
unfortunate.
20.
Feels bad.
We need roll 20 dice, Joe, because I'm pretty sure that's like the third or fourth natural one you've rolled.
It's also like the fifth or sixth natural one that you guys have rolled today.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Delana
We rolled only a couple of natural 20s, but way more nat
Delana
ones.
Mm-hmm.
is going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Blast.
Hits. The blast comes out of the eye, straight for the gem. Oh Jesus Christ! Really? One? It takes 11 points of damage.
Min damage,
that's-
by the way.
That's the minimal damage, Joya, of her Eldritch Blast with the shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Asimars are made to be warlocks, I tell you. Fallen, specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she,
Or paladins.
yeah, I don't like paladins.
All right, starting off my turn, I'm drinking
Yeah.
a healing potion.
If
Probably
Sui
good.
dies, I'm making a paladin. Because
Is that an
Sui-
action
paladin's
or a
great.
bonus action in your game?
I believe it's a bonus action.
Can I drink another one for my action?
Yes, absolutely.
Double fisting.
You're like, yeah, you're.
making
Edward
all
Potion Haynes.
making all the people at the bar jealous.
Back to
you know?
double-digit health. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, were you that low, Jesus?
I was at 2.
Oh my lord.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I mean,
That is.
we have to keep up the tradition of you going down every
Um,
session.
That's everything I can do. So yeah.
Yep. All right, Feather, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just keep trying at the jewel, I think.
I forgot I get 2 Eldritch Blasts.
I was going
Because
to
level
ask
5,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I forget. I keep forgetting. My other campaign, my character's level 4, so I forgot. I forget.
I was going to ask that, but I'm like, you probably know your character. You know what you're doing.
No, I don't. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I've only played D&D for 13 years of my life. All right, he gets an attack of opportunity against you.
Cool.
No, wait, no, it doesn't. It already used its reaction.
I'm gonna go for the crystal again.
All right, roll your attack. You're no longer at disadvantage. That hits. Roll damage. And roll Hunter's Mark. All right.
Pew!
And then I attack again. So
Go
Yep.
again.
No Hunter's Mark. Yeah, that misses. You just bounce off of its plating. Doesn't do damage, sadly. All right, Mendacious.
All right. Okay, this is getting tense, getting pretty intense. No bardic inspiration this round. I'm feeling a little tired from passing out inspiration like it's candy. So I'm just gonna shoot at the crystal.
All right, roll.
Appreciate it, bruh. Appreciate it.
That hits barely, but it hits.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. The bolt hits and starts to crack a little bit. The gem starts to crack a little bit more. It's still pretty in there, but you guys are doing good damage. Anything else you want to do?
You know what? I'm gonna use Psychic Blades on that attack.
It's too late.
Are you sure? Really?
Oh, on that attack?
Yeah.
Hold on. When you hit a creature, oh, you already rolled for damage, so yeah, it is too late.
Okay. All right.
You should call it immediately after you hit.
I had thought it was only melee attacks, but then I reread it and I was like, oh, I guess
No, it's any attack.
I'll keep that in mind for the next time.
Yeah. So basically, you as long as you remember before you roll your damage, that's how.
Yeah.
All right. So then Suyi.
Okay. Let's get this pile of goop out of my face.
All right.
I want to slash it again
All right.
with my sword.
Yep. Yeah, that hits barely, but that hits. Yep. You gouge another big hole into this thing, and it keels over and dies.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I gain another type point. And
do.
that
Will allow you to do things next turn, probably.
yes, I will use my bonus action to swap from waterfall to let's go a lake.
All right.
Yeah.
I should open my water and nights thing.
Yeah.
'Cause,
So
it's
I
good
would
to
gain two armor class basically.
Yeah, you increase your armor class by 2.
By by 1, and then
Yeah.
because I swapped from waterfall, I don't get the
Yeah.
negative anymore. So
Yes.
you too.
Just a reminder
Yes.
that you need to be in waterfall stance to use
No. Yes. I realize.
that the big boy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just reminding.
But I can use a bonus action next turn to swap again.
Yes, sir. Clockwork. Okay. So, because you guys have lined yourselves up so nicely.
Fuck.
Yep. That's
Ooh.
everyone.
Except me.
It blows out, except not mendacious either. It blows out a jet of dark energy. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Sentinel.
Because I'm good at those.
All right.
Come on.
Roll.
No.
I'm good for Sentinel, yeah?
Yeah.
Think I have my reaction again. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration die on that.
Okay, feather. Um,
Never mind.
that does not hit. You can use your bardic inspirations on.
Oh, I can. Yes, I will do that.
Yes.
I will absolutely do that.
Yeah.
So 15.
Right. Sadly, you don't make it either. But it was close. Yeah. So Suyi, Heskin, and yeah, she makes it easily. Suyi and Heskin will take full damage.
Fuck.
That's 15.
Who's dead?
Necrotic damage ain't no joke.
Everyone takes 14 points of damage except for Feather and Delana, who each take 7. Yeah.
I'm okay.
All right.
I'm taking 7 or no?
You're taking 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and it still has 1 attack. It's gonna go for Suyi. 19.
Misses.
Damn.
And
Nice.
do I get a tie point? Is it it's once per round? Or once per turn?
You just finished your turn, so yes, you do get a Titan.
Hey. Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright. Heskin.
Leg stance, thank God. Thank God I swapped to leg stance. That would have hit me if I didn't.
Yeah. You might have gone down.
Yeah.
2d8 plus 5.
I would have 100% went down with minimum damage because I have 7 hit points.
Can you see? Yes. Actually, no, not really. Not really from there. It's covered by the dress. Yeah, if you move, right there, you can see him. What's the range for? Oh yeah, that's
60
yeah.
feet.
All right,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So you cast Healing Word, and suddenly Leo starts to feel better.
The giant gash across my chest is closing up.
Yep. All right.
So that attack that the construct did,
Uh-huh.
what was it? So just like a breath attack, or
Kind of like a breath attack. Yeah, that hits. Spiritual weapon hits.
what damage was it?
Necrotic.
Necrotic. Nice.
Absolutely.
Necrotic damage ain't no joke.
It ain't no joke.
Doesn't fallen SMR have resistance to necrotic damage?
Yes.
So if she made the save, she would take half damage again.
Yes, I'm aware. I do know some of the things off by heart.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna move over here so that she can get advantage on this next attack with her Eldritch Blast or Eldritch Punch. Natural 20.
Total punch.
Just crit. Yep. Where's my? All right, that plus Jesus. So 37 points of damage.
Whoa.
XD.
EK.
I literally rolled max possible damage.
And you have a second attack.
And I have a second attack that's also at advantage.
Oh god.
Misses though. Actually, no, it doesn't. Jesus. With an additional 10, 47.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So, it's putting it gently. Leah.
I'm gonna.
Forgot about her plus
I'm
8.
gonna glance at
To hit.
Heskin, give her a nod of thanks, and I am at an area I can get advantage.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hits.
And I'm out of key points, so single unarmed.
Hits. Alright, God, it's starting to look really rough. You're breaking through its pieces. It's starting. There's some parts that are falling apart. Feather, it's your turn. Feather?
Am I at disadvantage? Sorry.
No, you're outside of its melee range, or you're outside of your melee range, rather.
Okay.
So.
I'm
great
gonna go.
shots.
I'm gonna keep going at the ruby.
All right, roll attack that hits. Roll damage. 12 plus Hunter's Mark. All right. That does not hit.
That's all.
Hey, you shoot, and it cracks some more. You guys are. It looks hurt. Very hurt. Mendacious.
That's all, folks.
Alright. Moment of truth. We're doing another crossbow shot.
Yeah.
Wow. Well.
Good thing you don't have exploding bolts.
Are we done now? Can we stop rolling extra ones? Please?
Roll damage on Sui.
God.
Oh
fucking
no!
How much damage is
Bolts.
that? Okay, I'm done.
8. Yep.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, that sure happened.
That's not what I was aiming for.
It's fair. Suyi, make a death saving throw.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on.
So we
Fine.
gonna die.
I'm okay.
that's a pass.
You're good.
One success.
It's gonna take a swipe at Suyi. At advantage.
Yes.
no.
and
Wait, I still have a bonus action, don't I?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Sweet.
Hey!
All right.
Woo!
So I don't need to make the stats save.
Level 1.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
1d4 plus. So 1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier. So for you, that's
Charisma.
charisma.
So 5.
Yeah. So
Yes.
1d4 plus 5. Nice. 8.
Hey,
So you're back. You're back to 8, but you're prone.
I am prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's
can-
like it
Nothing
never
happened.
happened.
do I
But
get
now-
a turn then?
Yes, you do get a turn.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, after passing out for a second, and I'm on the ground,
Yep.
filled with my own blood, and it's also water, I will get up, and you
Yep.
see, mixed with blood and water, all the water will start to recoil and recess within me, like almost like I'm soaking up this entire room.
Uh huh.
And I will just command it to do one huge whelming wave on this creature, trying to knock it prone.
What's the size of that?
Just reminding you that you need to switch stances before you do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yes. Yeah. I lose half my movement. Bonus action to switch stances.
Yep.
And I will do the wave.
Dexterity saving throw, right?
It is a dex save of 14.
It passes.
Okay, so half damage.
Half damage, yeah. Roll your damage.
D6.
What is the size of that?
It's 15 by 30, 5d6.
So centered on me, so it would be like, three squares across and then 30 feet.
Gotcha.
That way.
Yeah.
So you're okay.
Yeah. So 8 points of what kind of damage? And if we go with that, that's actually a good question. Did we?
It's bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning. Yeah. Right. So it does resist that, but that's really sad.
Yes.
That's really sad how much damage that ended up being for as awesome as it was. Hey, you just did 4 damage to it.
Yeah.
I'm so sad. I'm actually sad. Alright, Clockwork. It's gonna punch you.
Your class, not as OP as you thought. Early levels.
It's less about that. It's also really unfortunate that this thing is resisting to bludgeoning.
It's been another cycle.
So unceremonious. It's gonna punch you.
It's been another cycle.
It's gonna slash at you.
So it's slashing. I am using my reaction as Sentinel.
That hits.
Yeah. And that natural 20 does confirm.
Yep. So that's...
Oh, that's good damage, too.
That is very good damage. 400 and... Okay, it's still standing. So that hits Suyi.
Yep.
Actually. 21 points of damage.
I'm out.
Yes. It's gonna also slash at Leo. A natural 1. It just crashes its arm into the ground, and just part of it is destroyed. It takes, let's say, 1d6 point of. It takes 4 points of damage from hurting its own arm. All right. Heskin. It's your turn. Spare the dying. Good. Yeah. So it's just a touch, and you're still unconscious, right? You're just not.
No longer bleeding out.
Yeah.
I no longer have to make death saving throws.
Yes, exactly. That's 2 actions. You can't do that. You'd have to do it as do a bonus action. Yeah. Yeah. So then that would end your turn. Oh, your weapon, spiritual weapon.
Spiritual bonk.
Weapon. Yeah, spiritual bonk with the Thor hammer.
2 very different characters, both with hammers as their spiritual weapons.
Oh, the 8, you can't cast the 8. You have to do either spare the dying or aid. Yeah.
Your bonus action is spiritual weapon only.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, so you can
right
cast.
Now anyway.
You can use your bonus action for your spiritual weapon to attack.
Or another spell that is a bonus action to cast.
Yeah, but I don't think she has one.
Healing word.
Healing word is a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
But I don't know if she
Yeah.
prepared it this morning.
She used it on me earlier.
Oh, she did.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Delana is going to attack again with the Eldritch Punch. Hits. Hits. That's not very good. It's not much better.
So I have a question about that homebrew thing. Does that include also normal bludgeoning damage that you do with a punch?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's a touch attack. I just fluff it
Gotcha.
as a punch.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because I think it's funnier to punch someone than to just touch them.
Because if it was a punch and did calculate that damage, a monk warlock would be really good with that.
I've seen some homebrew like add it to weapon damage, but I feel like that's maybe a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
So she does 11 points of damage with this. It's very close.
I mean, it's not really that good, because you would have to expend 3 ability scores, or like 3 ability scores would have to be high.
Hello?
Dex, charisma, and wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends on which on certain things. It would be broken for Hexblade, because they can use charisma as their attack modifier for weapons.
Yeah.
That is
but,
broken.
yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yes.
But the thing is, if you
Yeah.
want unarmored defense, that's dexterity and wisdom as well.
Let's go with advantage.
I'm aware.
Oh!
Hits.
Whoa.
Hold on. How do you want to do this?
Yes! Alright. The first strike is going to go in, and it's going to get stuck a little bit. I'm going to use the momentum to fling myself up.
The first strike is all it takes, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to flavor
Yeah,
all 3
but-
attacks that I'm doing, because I'm doing it.
All right, good.
First attack sticks in, and it gets stuck, so I use the momentum to launch myself up. Pull it out, swing it down again with the second attack.
All right. Yeah, all right. So you do that.
And I'm on its back for the second attack that I hit with.
Yeah. So you pull. You go for your second attack. You strike through its chest, and it pierces and shatters the gem heart, and the construct just slumps a little. Doesn't fall, but it's just stops moving, broken and dead. Good job, guys.
Hey.
I almost
Hey.
killed one of you.
Thanks to Heskin, though. Heskin with that touch, though.
But you didn't, did you?
There's always next week.
2 hit points.
Dun dun dun.
Delana breathes out and she's, well, that was fun. So that doesn't actually heal. It just increases the
does.
hit. Does it heal?
I mean, it increases my current hit points by 5.
For 8
and
hours.
I'm at 0,
Right.
so it would heal.
Oh, right. So you do regain consciousness.
5 hit
Right.
points.
Yeah.
I gain 5 hit points, and my hit point max is by 5.
Yeah. And in the last 8 hours, yeah. Yeah, you just need a heal between then and there, otherwise you will
I'm
pass out again.
gonna walk over and hand him
in
one
the
of my
8 hours, basically.
I'm gonna walk over and hand them one of my healing potions.
I smile and nod, and I take it. I
Alright.
pocket it. I don't use it.
I use. Well, are you talking to me too, or just?
I take 10 minutes, and I start.
Okay, what was you talking
So I'm
I'm just gonna heal myself for 10 minutes. If
So-
that's okay with everybody.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
make a rule about that.
Okay.
I've been thinking about this, actually, specifically this part of the class, and I think I'm gonna call it that you cannot heal yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't agree
'Cause
with that, but you're the DM,
because I
and
don't
I
think
will,
it makes sense
I
to
will
be
go with
able
it.
to. Yeah.
I was also going to talk to you after session about just the general class, the feel of it right now.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right, I feel bad about shooting them. I'm gonna cast another healing word.
All right.
If you are taking a
Level
short
2.
rest here, I can roll a dice. That's also an option.
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate the doll.
I'm going to
All right.
investigate it as well.
All right. Roll investigation. All right, Leo. You managed to find. You managed to grab the obviously the remainders of the gem heart. Could probably sell that for some amount.
About how much is it? How many pounds is it?
It's usable.
You have a bag of holding.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but not like some pieces
It's
are
shattered.
broken
That's
beyond
the thing.
like beyond use.
So I'm just wondering how many pounds in total, so I can take it somewhere else. Just so I can
I'd
mark
say
it
about
down.
half a pound.
Okay.
Of gem is theoretically either usable
I'm
or
gonna put
sellable.
gem shards.
Yeah. Yeah. There is some other than that though, there isn't actually much that you could probably salvage unless you want to sell raw metal.
Mm.
But this thing is like you'd have to take several hours to break pieces off of it and like try to that would be maybe a bit excessive and probably
I mean,
not
it
worth
took us days to get here. What's a couple hours?
It's more
True.
of a it's probably not worth it. You're probably not going to
Not
make
worth the
enough
weight in
money
gold,
to
even with the
really...
haversack.
What's the
Yeah.
chawl eat? Does it eat metal? Can we feed it
No,
metal pieces?
it eats plants.
Human souls.
No, it eats plants.
It's not mortal.
Can I investigate the gem specifically instead of just the whole thing?
I'm packing them into the haversack as you're doing this.
Are we
'Cause
taking a short rest?
Never mind.
You
Natural
are
one.
too distracted.
I'm asking the party, are we taking a short rest?
Yes.
We can.
I'm fine with that.
All right. Yeah, Delana sits down and is just like, wow, that sure was fun.
By the way.
Oh yeah, Song of Rest. You can add
An extra 1d6.
yes.
It's rolling all the dice.
All right. Yeah, you guys take an hour to get a good time to get yourself back together, almost literally. Your wounds start to heal up, start to recover.
Is it 30 minutes of rest that we're doing?
It's for a short rest. It's an hour.
It's an hour. So I get 2 key points back as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I believe you get them all on a short rest.
Yeah, no, on a short rest you get them all.
Do I?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah, you're like a warlock. You get warlocks get all their spells back on a
Yep,
short
you're
rest
right.
as well. Yep. No, it's like, well, if you look around, it looks like the corruption of the Night Mother is gone. This place is smaller than I expected, but at least
Spells are long rest. Sorry.
no, you don't, Heskin. It's
Cleric
long
spells
rest.
don't.
Yeah, it's long rest for most spellcasters.
Yeah, night's sleep.
Yeah.
Warlocks are special.
Warlocks
are
are special.
Limited, but useful in
Yeah.
multiple fights.
Warlocks at level 20 can only cast 4 spells, not counting cantrips, obviously.
And they all have to be max level. They can't even pick
well,
and
don't
choose.
have
you
to
can
be.
also cast. You can also cast a 6th level spell, a 7th level spell, an 8th level spell, and a 9th level spell.
Yes, and
But-
those don't count as the 4, but it's still
Yeah.
We're limited in what we can cast.
They fun though.
Yeah, they're very fun. I love them.
I was thinking of I played around a little bit for giving them more spell slots, but less. They gain higher level spells slower than other spellcasting classes.
Yeah.
And that could work, but I have to like finagle exactly how many spells did you get, what level. So like, it would only be like maybe 1, maybe 2 extra.
Yes, Mendacious hit
anyone, but
hit Suyi.
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I want to go up to Mendacious and point that out completely.
I don't know what you're talking
So
about.
I seen you hit somebody, Mendacious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
It looked like they tripped to me.
During the rest, you can see Leo sitting there meditating, and he is unnaturally still as he's doing it.
I pick up a rock and throw it at Mendacious again.
I'm gonna try to dodge.
Roll a dexterity, just straight dexterity check. Yeah, you miss. You dodges out of the way. Yeah, so you guys take your hour, your rest. There's some, general unease, and then after about an hour, Delana stands up and she's like, "Well, it looks like our work here is done. Thank you all. I'll take us back to the city if you are all right with that."
Leo stands up and nods. Did we find a way out yet?
So when I've actually forgot to say that when you shattered the gem, the door that blocked your path out reopens, so
Gotcha.
you have a way out. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So you start. You make your way back to the cart. You start back on the journey. You make it back to the city. About 3 or 4 hours after the you have arrived back in the city, a high storm happens.
Oh,
Now,
so we've gotten all our spells back by this
yeah,
point.
you've gotten all your spells back. You are home. You're back in your place. Delana is just in there waiting for Hoyd, and suddenly, Heskin, I'm gonna take you to the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh.
So D&D Beyond.
I was
guys.
just about to say.
You too can shoot your friend in the back while they're not expecting.
D&D Beyond, the total not sponsor of this stream. The 100%
Like and
not
subscribe.
actually a sponsor.
But D&D Beyond, if you're listening, hey. Hit us up, fam.
I like how that worked out. I healed the exact amount of damage that I dealt to you.
Yeah, you actually healed me because I had 7 hit points and you dealt 8. I went down to 0,
Oh,
and then
so
you actually
ended up
healed
better
me
than
1 hit point.
Amazing.
you ended up better than
Yeah.
than you started.
Yeah, it didn't matter though because you fucking smacked me on the ground afterwards.
God.
Look, small price to pay for an extra hit point.
The 2 hit point moment was very butt clenchy, let me say.
All right. We are back. So as the storm happens, generally speaking, people are unable to sleep during the storm. So you spend the next couple of hours just fidgeting around. It's an energy to the world that feels uncomfortable, and so you just spend your time just not really doing much, just training or whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I'm training during it because I'm used to training during it probably.
You can't call anything because you are having an experience by yourself. You can call a meeting after.
Can I?
No, it's fine. Yep.
Since I know that Leo has some training equipment, can I go to his room or whatever
You
he's training
hear
at?
you hear the sounds of flesh smacking against wood.
Okay.
Gross.
Just.
Oh no! Why?
I go in as well because I want to observe.
I am drinking and playing the flute.
The room is
Alone
always
in my
unlocked.
room.
It's unlocked, you said?
It's always unlocked, yes.
Okay.
He
I
has
am.
no
You'll
door.
occasionally hear the sound of flesh against a different type of.
Roll a Constitution.
Why?
Because it's funny.
No, not why to you. Why to betting? Why?
Because
What do you
it's
mean?
funny. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Well, he knows he's fine there, Eli.
Oh, he
Ellie.
is
No.
so fine.
That was for
you
the
don't
drink.
understand. You don't understand what would happen on a 1.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
You ruptured something.
Anyways, make dumb jokes. You make dumb checks with dumb consequences. All right. In the training room.
I know what I'm doing.
To be specific, I'm not in the training room. I'm in my room.
Yeah. No, it is your room, but
Yeah. I would like to knock.
I will. You'll be done at the end of the storm, basically.
As you knock, the door creaks open. Because it's not even latched.
I step in. And I say...
Did I pick up my swords before we left?
Yeah, oh,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna assume
All
that I did, because I forgot about those.
Just fucking leave your shit.
Exactly.
behind.
Generally speaking, I will always assume that, like, if you throw a
Okay.
dagger, drop your sword or whatever, you're always going to pick it up.
Got you.
There's no need to specify. You can specify it for fluff, but it's fluff. Yeah. So, in the training bedroom.
It looks like you are hard at work. And as or anyone can't sleep at the moment, I was wondering if you had a room for a second.
Leo finishes up his rounds of strikes and Breathes in, breathes out slowly, and looks at Suyi. Of course. What can I do for you?
Perhaps you can help me vent some frustration.
Alright.
And what I'm assuming is going to happen is we spar.
Alright.
First, Leo heads over to his nightstand, opens a drawer, and grabs a bundle of wrappings and throws them to you.
I'm gonna sit on a rock and watch.
Specifically, hand wrappings.
Okay.
Show me what you have. And I take a fighting pose, a fairly beginning fighting pose.
And I will just I'm not gonna use any water. I'm just gonna straight up punch him. Or attempt to anyways. Which is not gonna go well.
Alright. Yeah, just
But I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just trying to punch something. or someone. So that would be an unarmed strike, which would be strength based.
For you, it's basically a strength check, I believe.
Yeah,
to
it's
hit.
a d20 plus 0. So so chances of this hitting are very low. Yes, it doesn't hit.
Ignore that complete sentence, Ellie. By
yeah,
the
I
way,
assume.
I
Yeah.
didn't write that right.
As the punch comes towards me, Leo is just gonna flick it out of the way and say, "Stop trying to hit me, and actually hit me," and let them go again.
Did you just Morpheus them?
Yes.
Like it was an effortless out of the way.
Yeah. With this, well, I guess we can have some fun. I make water whips, and I hit them.
Seeing that Leo's gonna take a more serious pose.
I am in water rush, and waterfall stance. Sorry, because you told me to hit him, so I'm going to attempt to.
Ooh, you do hit.
Okay, I'm not going to do any damage. That is just a hit.
As soon as the strike hits, Leo uses the momentum to spin around and send a kick directly at Suyi. Jesus Christ.
Distracted by that hit, your hit goes wide.
Can I spin
You can-
around and with just the water grab his leg?
Absolutely.
And could I just like flip him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I make an acrobatics check to catch myself?
Absolutely. In fact, I encourage it.
Damn.
Yeah, you basically just do a flip.
And I'm gonna run up straight and try and punch Suyi in the gut.
All right.
God damn.
Jesus, your rolls are bad after
That
this
does
fight.
not hit.
Yeah.
My AC, which is lowered by 1.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I'm starting to root for Subi. My little fists are in the air, rooting for him.
Okay. I will now create a ice sword, and I will come at him again. Close the gap.
All right. Roll your attack.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
definitely hits.
Okay.
Rip.
I will just.
Oh, yeah, I'm not letting you roll for damage. This
No,
is
no, no,
all...
no. This is a slightly different ice sword.
It's more like an ice baton.
Yeah, I assumed. It's blunted. It still hurts, but
It hurts, but I'm not like slashing into him.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
After getting hit by that, Leo is going to collect himself, breathe in, breathe out, and go for a flurry of blows.
One of them hits.
Yep.
It's gonna... He's pulling the punch, but you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
No.
You're pushed back 15 feet. Basically into the wall.
Say. Kind of like, it knocks the breath out of me, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I kind of laugh, and I turn my... are those all your strikes? Sorry.
Yeah, that's all for that.
And I'm just gonna take my sword, mist, turn it into mist, and then launch it near him. I'm gonna do basically attack with it.
Alright, yep.
And almost
Yep.
a 1. And you feel like it would hurt, but it's just like super uncomfortable heat, just like from this like super heated water vapor all around you.
Okay.
It's like a little bit hard to breathe. It's like super hot.
The moment after Leo starts feeling the pain, he's gonna sprint towards you with an unnatural speed. Because he is very fast. And before you know it, he's right in front of you, and he's going again for a strike.
I decided to make this a little harder and cast that into the room.
Yeah, I'll count that as... So suddenly there's a fog cloud that erupts into the room, and as you try to go for that strike, you just miss completely because you get lost in this fog. You can't really see very well anymore.
Assessing the situation, I'm also going to try and hide myself in the fog after the strike.
All right, make a stealth check. Oh yeah, you're gone, basically invisible.
It is not mist. It is fog.
It is fog. Yeah.
So I cannot
Can't
clear
bend it.
I think technically you could, but I'm going to just call it no.
Okay.
I'm basically going to instead of this being a fog cloud, and also two things. Even if it was, I'd count this as being under the influence of another spell.
Yeah.
At least for this. So yeah, you can't really.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I would like to make a perception check to see if I can.
Roll it at disadvantage.
Well, I want to see if I can hear him.
All right.
That's still.
Well.
Still disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, simply because of that stealth check is so good.
That one.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you definitely cannot. It's perfectly silent. There's no noise.
Okay.
At all.
I will swap from waterfall to a lake.
Mm-hmm.
And was that perception check an action?
No, it's a bonus action, or hell, even a free action. It doesn't really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
There's a spar. I'll pretty much allow anything at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll. Sure. Because of everything that's happened, I am going to wait for Leo to show up. What will I do? I take some water, about I don't know, like 2 liters of it, I think it is.
Yeah.
To create ice armor.
Alright, yep. Leo.
All right. So, being as stealthy as I am, and basically being able to do almost wherever I want to go.
You don't know where Suyi is, though.
I
have
don't.
not moved.
Yeah.
From where I
So
was.
Suyi has not moved. So
You'd have to make a perception check to see if you could figure it out.
Even with my 17 passive perception, I couldn't.
Yes,
Okay.
because this is not passive. This is active perception. You're searching. You can figure it out. Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna try and trip Suyi.
Yeah. Roll a dexterity check.
That'd be technically be an attack.
Would it be an
Yeah,
attack?
it's technically an attack. It's just.
It's the same roll either way. I'm pretty sure.
Can you do a trip attack as a boy with open fist monk or something? It's part of your thing.
Probably.
That's one of my open hand technique things.
Oh yeah, so you can do like an arm strike and then trip me.
Either way, it wouldn't have hit.
Well, my unarmed strike is +3 to that.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have hit. Yeah.
My AC is 21. So.
Yeah, exactly. So he does come within range of you now. So
Okay.
you
I mean, he has a bajillion attacks. He can attack me again if he wants.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. If he wants, but you can both see each other now. You're close enough to. Actually, hold on. I'd give you advantage on that first strike simply because you didn't.
I don't see him coming.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I'll give you advantage on all of these strikes because.
You come out of nowhere.
So those first two are the first attack. Then at advantage.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah, and then just do.
Nope.
That.
Still doesn't hit. Flurry of blows.
That hits.
So the first two strikes, on instinct, you just feel this fast air coming, and you just dodge, and then there's a third hit that you just did not see coming.
Dex saving throw for that first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Dex save.
You fall prone.
My second natural one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the second one. The second one is going in there as well. That does.
Not it.
Is there an advantage? Oh no, yeah.
That was an advantage.
Well, I mean more talking about a different calculation because prone. But yeah, you're prone.
Yeah, you'll get double advantage, which does nothing.
Yeah, there's no double advantage. That's it'd be funny if they. I feel like they could have made a 19 to 20 crit chance on a double advantage, but I think that would have been too complicated for 5e.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, also by the way, while I am removing your heal, I am modifying the class in other ways to make up for the removing of the heal for yourself.
Cool.
Yes, basically you're getting magical water.
Hey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's magic water.
Yeah.
In the 17 levels.
What is Suyi
Start
doing?
fighting now.
We keep going until until the storm stops.
So
yeah.
You guys keep going for a while. It goes back and forth, and eventually the storm stops. Heskin, you snap back to yourself when that happens, and there is a knock at the door. And then the door slams open. I'm back! It's Hoyd, of course. Now, my friends, how'd it go? How'd it go?
Does
As
Suyu turn their back to Leo?
I was going to say something before we head downstairs. I say, I see you are quite the dependable ally and strong fighter. It was a pleasure, fighting alongside you.
Leo nods and says,
Kind of,
"You as well. You've trained well, I see."
and I outreach my hand to like shake it, and it looks like Master Hoyd is here. So, if you will excuse me, I will be meeting with him.
Leo's gonna take the hand and shake it.
And I head downstairs.
All right. So Hoyd is beckons you all to the conference room where Delana has been. I mean, Hoyd has a key technically.
Yeah, but he's busting in her door.
Oh yeah. He does not care.
Buddy!
Master Hoyd, if he wishes to bust in our door, he is more than welcome to.
He waves at Delana and he waits for all of you to make your way to the conference room. Once you're all gathered, he's like, "Well, I assume that because you're all alive, that things went well."
Well
Grab
enough.
a rock and throw at him.
He catches it.
Oh, okay.
You almost killed us again.
My
I don't know what they're
friend.
talking about. I'm fine.
These things happen, but you'll be pleasantly compensated. And he takes out of a bag of holding a pretty large chest and he just bonks it onto the table. Now, I think this will hold you over until the next time you'll want to strangle me. This is a big thank you. It is 7,000 gold.
It was an honor and a pleasure to execute this task, Master Hoyd.
Well, you'll be on your own for quite a while. Maybe we'll see each other at the Shattered Plains at some point. In fact, I might summon you to come see me at the Shattered Plains. That's where the true center of Alethi culture is nowadays, apparently. In any case, the king needs me. Thank you for the service. Delana, I hope this sets us good. She nods and, yes, thank you. The Midnight Mother is not defeated, but at least her power weakens. He nods. Well, my friends, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you all soon enough. He bows, flourish, and he's gone. Just disappears.
So that was 7,000 gold total, right?
Yeah.
7,000 gold total. Split it between the 5 of you guys.
1,400 each.
Yep. Delana stands up and she looks at all of you. Thank you so much. This means more to me than you could ever truly understand. If I ever come across more of these, I'll contact you. You all seem very, very capable. And she leaves.
As she's leaving,
And
Leo stands and outstretches his hand.
She grasps it warmly. We'll meet each other again. There is no doubt.
Stay safe
Thank
until
you.
then.
You too, my
Before
friends.
you leave, I need you to
Yes?
look at something. Maybe you'll know what it is. And I take out that
Oh.
the magical ring that I got.
Yes. She picks it up and she examines it. She said, this is not of this world.
What
This
do you
is.
mean by that?
She looks at you. This is made from where you come from. If I'm not mistaken, this will improve your resistance to certain things. I could not tell you exactly what, and she hands it back to you. But I say wear it. It cannot hurt.
I put it on.
All right. You don't know the effect of it yet, but if it becomes relevant, I will let you know.
Okay.
Yep. With that, she thanks you all again, and she leaves. And with that, we're going to end today's session. But you all level up.
Hey, level
What?
6.
Clap, clap.
I didn't
Good
expect
job.
this for a while.
Well, you guys defeated something that had over 500 HP.
And you
Didn't die. And
Hey, that's pretty good.
Ooh.
yeah, no, you guys did really well. Good
I
job.
get some good shit. I get good shit this level.
I don't know what I get.
I gained the ability to heal myself.
I'll double check, but I think you got
Hey,
most
we
of
got
your
another
things at level
natural one.
5. You get twin icicles plus plant drain.
Don't
Pause that.
Exciting.
Don't forget to add your con modifiers, those of you rolling health.
Yeah. Add your
Basically click hit dice and it'll
Heston
roll it
reroll
for you.
that one. And I'm gonna be honest, reroll that 2 as well. That's so fucking boring.
Can I reroll my 2 as well too?
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. If you roll a 2, you can reroll it. Yeah. So that's significantly better. You rolled an 8
Okay,
plus your
that's,
con mod.
that's close enough.
Yeah, Heston, you also reroll yours.
Healthy little fucking fairy.
Yeah. Jesus. It's a tanky fairy. I'm gonna have to think of other ways to kill the fairy.
I can
Steal
gain
lost
back.
damage.
I can gain back 18 hit points. Now,
Yeah.
by myself. That's awesome.
Twin icicles. Whenever you perform a melee attack with your ice sword, spend 2 tide and gets 2d6 ice damage. So I'm gonna add 2 things to this class.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a multi attack at level 5. And
Cool.
magical weapons. So you get 2 attacks, because I feel like you still only gain 1 tide.
Yeah.
But I feel like since you are basically a martial class,
Yeah.
the multi attack makes sense.
I was going to. That's what I was going to say, because like
Yeah.
a lot of the times, like even if I hit my attack,
no,
I don't deal
agree.
enough. I don't deal like nearly enough, like as much damage as like
I
Feather
absolutely
or.
I think
Leo?
the thing is, if you didn't have tide, I would have said, and I would have given you like spell slots for this. For example, I would have not given you the multi attack, but since you do have tide, it makes sense. You're still only gaining 1 per turn.
One per
it doesn't
turn.
break that balance. I like that, and I think magical water, I'll give it to you at level 7.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's only 1 more level, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna add that magical water. Has the standard,
Basically, it counts as magic. To overcome resistance.
And you can hit ghosts.
I can hit ghosts.
I can punch ghosts too.
Yep. Actually, what level is the monk one at?
I think it's
6.
7th level.
It's 6th level.
6th level?
Is
For
it
magical
6th level?
fists.
Then I'll give you at 6th level. Yeah.
No, magical fist is 6th level.
Nice.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah. There's no. But
There's
you're
something-
basically a monk, so there's no reason to.
There's something else that monks get at 7th level. I remember. Something cool too.
Yeah.
Evasion and stillness of mind.
Evasion. That's what it was.
Stillness of mind is really nice.
You
'cause-
also get evasion, a different evasion, I believe, but no, you do get evasion.
I mean,
yeah, it's
I just get that's just my river stance pretty much.
Yeah, it's in river stance you get evasion, which makes sense. It makes sense for that stance.
Nobody had to use their second character.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. But I'm gonna. I keep telling my parties I'm gonna kill them, and then they refuse to die. It's rude.
Just kill us harder. Come on.
Exactly.
I don't want
To
to
be
cheat
honest-
to kill you.
To be honest, Heskin saved your ass.
Yeah.
That's gonna save my ass real hard.
If you didn't have a cleric as in the beginning of the campaign, y'all would have been fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would have been.
But yeah, so this is the but the only other thing is that you cannot heal yourself. I feel the only reason why I do it is for fluff reasons, because you have to have a constant hand movement, and I feel like it's impractical for that to work on yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's also like, I don't know.
It's a bit too good.
Sure.
A free heal every 10 minutes on yourself. I don't know.
I guess.
I get greater favorite enemy at 6th. I didn't know that.
Like in the show, it's always seen like
I mean,
healing.
it is...
It's always seen like they're like in a pool of water and like
yeah, I mean,
it's someone else doing it.
this is based on